girls are icy cold. That's why they're mean girls. Ooh. Yeah, thanks for unlocking that for me.
Your third, fourth, and fifth eye at the same time.
Yeah. Oh, I think it's actually instead of like me. That's why they're mean girls. I think it's that's why the mean girls rule. Like, because it's saying like, yeah, they rule. They're awesome. Oh God,
The cool kids
every single.
TM.
Oh God, bless 4Kids and their music
Yeah,
production.
I gotta
That
draw
shit
too,
was
so this
good.
will be some fun little parallel play.
Yeah. Parallel play. No, I don't know. So like I definitely agree that the juxtaposition of Sage and Rosemary could have been done better. But like I feel like people just misunderstand like what the what the story is trying to go for in favor of just again complaining because boo-hoo the gay cartoon is not good. It's like god forbid any media ever be mediocre, you sons of bitches.
For fucking real? Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. I was like, why is
I'm
it transparent?
goddamn again. I throwing flaming axes sounds something a kid would want to do because it sounds cool. I don't get what this complaint is. Exactly.
Yeah. It drives me nuts how many times people just be complaining about kids acting like kids in media. Like,
shopping for a Terrasphere
God forbid.
Yeah.
Maybe I'd have a different reaction to this fight if either the participants weren't horrible. To be fair, I think we're supposed to find both of them in the wrong. It's just really unpleasant.
On rewatch, it's more likely they're painting Sage in the right and Rosemary in the wrong. Rosemary spends the next episode trying to apologize. Rosemary's crime, not wanting to do something that Sage describes as very dull and boring, something that she signed Rosemary up without telling her. That's not exactly
Daddy?
the thing. Like maybe that's like no. I'm talking to her.
Yeah. It's like she knows one chirping pattern. It's.
I'm saying this as a critical observation and not trying to dunk on High Guardian Spice, but the juxtaposition of Rose and Sage sounds similar to Forgotten Island in Disney Pixar's scrapped film Be Free. I don't know what that means. I do not know what.
I've never heard of that before. No.
But I mean, I don't know how how that would be a dunk. I don't know, but neat. I can't fucking draw.
Yeah, my fucking lines are so bad today.
Remember the ending of the last episode?
Yeah.
Where they were all in this together?
Yeah.
One episode later, it's hard to see how they're even friends. Most of this review has been about episode 8 because episode 9 is mostly just a conclusion. It's mostly just a fight scene.
Yeah.
Or trying to get into a fight scene.
It's cool.
There's not much of a plot to speak of. Just characters coming together and fighting Olive. And that might be why it's one of the best episodes of the series. With less writing, there's less writing problems. Of course, there's still animation problems.
What?
Rosemary descends from a roof like this. Yeah, that looks completely natural.
It's fantasy.
Speaking of natural, this dialogue is, natural.
You turned my friend to stone. Not that you'd understand.
Yes. Olive no understand rock.
I never asked for this.
She was trying to say, like, oh, not that you would understand having friends. I thought that was pretty fucking clear.
Did he, like, cut off the dialogue in the middle like an asshole?
I don't know. It's possible. I don't think he did, but, like... I'm gonna look up a review of High Guardian Spice. I'm gonna look up a review of High Guardian Spice from 2021 and just repeat their points in chat. Oh no, that's Curse. Hi! Oh, hi, Curse! Hey!
Gang's all here.
Yay!
Bud's all here.
Yay!
I am a little bit dejected today because I was trying to ortho my apartment and then, like, drop my weed in the ortho, and I was just like, what's even the point anymore?
I'm so sorry. What's an ortho?
It's like a bug repellent.
Oh.
Yeah, so I definitely can't. Yeah, every year I have ant problems, so I'm just like, cool.
You can't. Oh yeah, he cut some part off. Oh god damn. Of course.
Of course, I fucking knew it.
Not me trying to give the benefit of the doubt, unlike him, who's been like just reading militia into every single fucking part of this show. Like, goddamn. Christ almighty. Yeehaw.
But when we do get into the actual action, it's actually pretty nice and fluid.
Yeah.
It's another good fight scene. It's more than just sword swinging. The two characters are using the environment, playing underhanded when they can,
Yeah.
and doing just about everything
Cursed
they can do
Eyes
to
is
survive.
your name a
There's lot of
Yu-Gi-Oh
motion to it
reference.
and good
Oh!
cinematic angles. It's a very well choreographed fight
I
scene.
didn't know that,
It's a black
Curse.
and white thing that doesn't quite work. The silhouettes are
Whatever.
too blocky, but points for trying.
It looks
and
cool.
once again, we get to see blood. And they finally learned how to actually animate blood. So
Yeah.
the next
Well,
thing
it's-
is that she's working for some
And
big bad magic
Good fucking
business
fight
called the
choreography is very hard to
And
pull off.
I can't tell you how much I hate this. Not
Why?
the fact that a magical corporation is trying to kill the girls. That's fine.
It's not a-
It's that you decided to call them the Triumvirate. So you got one group of highly important people called the Triad, and you've gotten another big important group called the Triumvirate.
Okay, that is confusing. I will give him that.
I know, actually, because it's like, yeah, I don't see the problem. Like, literally, like, Olive says the triumvirate, and then, like, Rosemary or something is like, you mean the triad? And she's like, if I meant the triad, I would say the triad. Like, I
Yeah.
don't know.
It's like not as it's. I might be
It's
nitpicking a
not-
little bit. It's just like I'd imagine some people would find it a little bit confusing. That's not really me
Yeah,
saying that it's bad. It's just
confusing,
confusing.
but is that, like, a flaw?
Nah, not really. It seems like in the grand
Yeah.
scheme of things, it's just, especially since they seem to like
So let me hit
be
you with
tongue in
a
cheek
small
about
piece of
it,
writing
and it's
advice.
not really a big
Completely for
anything.
free.
Let me, this fucking dude, let me hit you with a small piece of writing advice, completely for free. And it's like, hey, what have you written?
Yeah, I love it when critics do that, and it's like, brother, it definitely takes a different muscle to critique something than it does to make something. But again, you have to acknowledge that you can't just act like you're an authority when you're
Yeah.
definitely not.
No, he's been doing this the entire goddamn time. And then it's also just frustrating as well because it's like, apparently he tried to, like, make his own cartoon and then, like, stopped because he didn't realize how hard it would be. And then, like, and that was before he made this video. And it's like, hey, I thought you knew that making cartoons is really, really hard. And there's a lot of things that can go wrong in them. Especially if you don't have support from the studio or anything like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
once
I
you
especially bet that
To
once
know
you
the
get
two
familiar.
trios better, it would be easier to distinguish them, especially with their names revealed. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like I'd imagine
Well,
that that
I
would
told
be
you
a
otherwise 'cause I
learning
learned this
curve,
in
but
second
not
grade.
much of
When you're
one.
writing a story, it's a bad idea
Like
to
learning
have two or more
characters' names.
characters start with the same syllable sound because it makes it very easy for your readers to confuse the two.
Okay, so how about you critique Jujutsu Kaisen with Satoru Gojo and Geto Sugeru?
Whom
Two very
Hypnospec.
important characters who are, like, actively next to each other and talking to each other all the fucking time.
Hypnospec wants to know what you've voice acted in.
Oh goodness! Oh, that's so sweet. Let's see. I've done Mitsune Miwa in Project Mokyu's fan dub of Magia Records Arc 2. Let's see.
I just realized your voice would
definite-
be fucking perfect for a character in my next game, so I'll hit you up about that later.
Thank you. I have another friend who's also like, oh, I can imagine you as this character in this game that I'm working on, and I'm like, ah! Let's see. I did some comic dub stuff for Raven before. Both like this one that's like a scene from a Mob Psycho fanfic. And another. I need a Pomfiore dorm uniform reference. Give me a second. And another that's like literally 2 lines from like a boyfriend comic dub they did.
How the fuck does comic days work?
Let's see.
It's like a gift and a
there's-
curse getting adoptables, because it's like, okay, cool, I don't have to design it, but at the same time, if it's like a chibi, it's like, what the fuck did you do with the hair? I'm figuring it out as like.
Yeah. And let's see, what else do? I do things.
Girls who do things.
I know, right?
The doer.
The doers. Let's go do. But let's see. I got a copy. Appel, get in here. Give me a second. Wait. Appel, get in here. There he is. Look at my boy. I love him. He's like a country bumpkin. I love him. He's silly. Oh, that's how the sleeves work. Wait, what the fuck?
If you're showing it, I
Damn.
can't see it.
Oh, fuck. You'll see it on stream. God, I got the collar wrong, too. Shit. God, they're weird-ass fucking collars. Anyway, but, like, what was I saying? I forgot. I totally forgot everything I was
They're asking about your voice acting.
Oh yeah. There's a thing that's coming up. Like this one person's like, basically it's Hero Girl Sky Precure, but like abridged.
Oh,
And it's like,
fun.
and there's like this one-shot character in one episode that I like recorded like a year ago, and they got all the lines and they're working on it, and I'm like, oh. So it's fun to like see it come to
fruition.
Yes.
Words.
There's fucking little frillies at the end of the goddamn.
Literally 1984. Fucking, you said that, and I literally just got to the frills that I have to do.
Wow. Okay. Damn. Hi, Dottie.
Yes, it's like
Hi.
80 degrees outside. It's great. I know.
But yeah, I definitely do. Let's see. Oh,
I'll check
yeah,
up on her
I've
real
always
quick.
done this thing called like Flowers and Scorpions. Yeah, I need to do more voicey stuff. But like, oh god, the horrors of everything around me. You know? The horrors. But also just in general. But yeah. Oh, but thank you. I'm glad that Lily's people like the Lily's well dub. It didn't get like a whole lot of attention, but it makes me happy that like when people do bring it up, they're like, "Oh, I really really like that," and I'm just like, thank you. Wow. God, we're so fucking close to the end of this video. One more hour, please, for the love of God. So good. We're so good. We're so good. We're so good. Let's see. And it's more like that, I guess. Fucking Pomfiore. What the? I'm gonna keep reacting.
You can have them themed similarly, but the audience should be able to differentiate them offhandedly and easily.
The triumvirate. They're very different, actually. If you can look past the first syllable, I mean, like, what the hell is your problem, my guy?
Like, imagine if you had a story with two main characters, Brendan and Brandon. That'd get confusing quickly, I'd imagine.
I
It
can
also
imagine
makes it
that.
more trying for the
Some
writers,
kind of
as
Fight of
yes,
87?
even they will get confused. And this goes doubly so for the actors.
I legitimately don't understand your confidence in this situation.
Fun fact, that's what I wrote to Crunchyroll when they greenlit this.
What the fuck?
Hello?
Oh my god. It's like, I
It's
don't
this
understand
guy's
his confidence.
problem.
That's what I wrote to Crunchyroll when they greenlist this cartoon. I clearly know better than everyone else,
This guy's
even though I have no knowledge about the production of this show. Shut the fuck up. Like, actually, like, shut up.
Grow
you are
up,
not
dude.
saying anything insightful. You are not providing any interesting commentary. You're just, like, riding the hate train and bitching about a cartoon that, honestly, is fucking fine. It's not the end of the world. It's fine. So 3 kings and 3 queens. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. Duh. It's not that fucking hard.
It's really
just
not.
3.
It's like, I'd imagine it's confusing when you get first introduced to it, but like, it's again, when you get first introduced to it, it can't take
Yeah,
that
when
long.
you get first introduced,
When you
and then you're like, oh, I get it now.
But he
Or at
didn't
least
give
you
enough
should
of a
if
shit.
You're over the age of fucking 5.
Yeah, it's just that he doesn't have the respect to pay this show to care.
Nobody, like, the reason everybody went into this fucking show thinking, oh, it's so bad, oh, it's so bad, oh, it's so bad, is because they didn't give it a fair shot from square one. Like, nobody, like, even wanted to attempt to look at this show in good faith, lest they be labeled as a crazy woke feminist in the year of our Lord fucking 2021.
Crazy woke feminist. Fucking.
I'm not wrong.
You're not wrong. It's the tragic thing about it.
It's so, like, I feel
what the
fucking
fuck am I doing?
insane.
I'll get back to this
I
later.
felt insane when making my whole video, because it's just like, people are mad over this? People, like, sent death threats and harassed people over fucking this? This is nothing!
You lived in the
It's literally
Berenstain
just a
universe.
mid-ass cartoon! But because the trailer, which the creators did not fucking like, they didn't know, it, like, because of the trailer, everyone was just like, oh, it's women and feminism
Women.
and
God forbid women do
absolutely
anything.
fucking no one escaped, like, the trap of
that's what I did.
feminism. And it's like, shut the fuck up,
That makes more
okay?
sense.
Like, I get it. You've never felt the touch of a woman and you never will. Like,
What's a
Stop making it
woman?
everyone else's fucking problem. God damn, feminism is when women exist, apparently. And it's when women, but like, that's the thing too, especially after episode 12, you would, yeah, I don't know. But also, it's like, I genuinely can't believe the audacity of this motherfucker to say that the trans character written by the trans person and also voiced by a trans person is like queer baiting.
Didn't-
That's fucking insane. You
Wasn't
don't
he
think
the
that-
one that pointed out it was made by, like, this whole show was made by Dana Terrace?
No, what?
I thought someone said something about this show being made by Dana Terrace, but I might be wrong.
It's literally not, though. What?
I could have sworn that I heard him say that last stream.
Stop being I don't know.
Stop
No, that was
being
different. No. That was different. That was somebody talking about Witch Hat Atelier.
Oh!
It was endorsed by Dana Terrence, who wrote A Gay Relationship on the Owl House. That idiot, that fucking actual goon. Who,
Literally just
like,
say
I'm
you
so-
hate minorities. I'd rather you just
Say
be
you
direct.
hate minorities. No, literally, fucking Anime Baljeet will haunt me.
For a hot minute.
Oh my god, it's like, that's a brown kid.
Never
That's
seen a
it.
brown kid
It's-
before.
No, and the funniest part about it is, like, that's a character who doesn't have a name and shows up in, like, 2 scenes in episode 1.
And he felt the
And
need to
also,
point them out
fucking
anyways.
dude just shows he has bad taste because he's like, I just watched the first episode. It didn't really impress me that much. And I'm like, does the animation not compel you? Does this writing not compel you? Do these characters not provide any sense of whimsy or joy?
I
Are you just
mean,
a joyless husk?
Even
running
then,
through
that's
life?
fine, but why are you gonna waste your time on something that you, like, don't
Also,
even
the
like in a
video
fun
was-
way? Don't even dislike in a fun way.
Also, the video was just boring because it was
nothing.
just this dude unscripted, like recording his screen and shifting through tabs, giving uninsightful commentary without adding anything of his own except for fucking Anime Baljeet, which it's like, hey, buddy, tell me you're a complete racist without using those words. Okay, I see. Like, I'm sorry that that's the only other brown character that you
You've ever
care to
seen.
remember. Like, Jesus Christ. Although I did get a funny comment with somebody was like, I'm Indian, and like, yeah, he does kind of look like Baljeet.
I saw
Not
that.
defending the statement, though. And I'm like, alright, you get a pass.
You are allowed to say this.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not perfect. Neither are you. Ugh, that's what I've been trying to tell you about myself.
No. Rosemary, you've never had a bad thing to say about yourself throughout this entire two-parter. You just keep calling Sage boring and blowing her off. I'm not judging on that front. I would have done that too, but that is what you've been doing. Speaking
It's
of perfect,
not very
Sage
well
smashes the
done,
spark spell
but-
that causes the stoning. Fun fact, Amaryllis never told Sage that smashing the Terrasphere would reverse the spell.
Yeah, okay,
Do
and?
you know how to undo the spell?
All magic can be reversed, but you need the original Terrasphere.
For all
Yeah.
Sage knows, that could have screwed everyone. Yeah,
Yeah,
while I
and?
can
But it
say that
didn't.
these two are the best episodes of High
Did
Guardian
they
Spice,
die?
I don't think I could say that even they come up to being good episodes. Granted, I've seen far, far worse. And these two
Yeah?
episodes are certainly watchable. There are good qualities to them. Like, we get to see that Amaryllis killed this bird, but at the same time, this sad song is playing because this is supposed to be a sad, somber moment. Moments like that are great. And once again, the action is quite nicely done. We're just stuck with these characters, this writing, these ideas, this dialogue.
What's wrong with
good
the
qualities in the
dialogue?
episode
It's
just deserve to
clunky
be
on
put in a better
occasion,
show.
but it's never,
And,
like,
this is the top
offensive.
Of the hill. 3
Oh.
episodes remain, and none of them are gonna be this fun. Buckle your seatbelts, everyone.
And to a call.
This
Fuck off.
episode of High Guardian Spice is a waste of time.
It's not.
That's
It's a
joke.
character
episode. 10,
episode.
90 Day Memories is a filler episode. Like, literally. If you only care about the plot of High Guardian Spice...
It's a character
care
episode.
about the
Filler
plot of
episodes
High
get such a
Guardian
bad
Spice,
rap sometimes.
You can skip this episode entirely, and you will miss nothing of the
No,
overall
it's
narrative. I want you
character.
to keep this in mind.
It's
This story was more important...
it fucking focuses on.
If it focuses
I
on
would've
character instead of the main plot, then people call it a filler episode. That's just how it is,
Yeah, because
unfortunately.
like it's focusing on. Well, actually, it's like a fuck. It basically acts as like a direct sequel to the Halloween special because it's like because we leave the Halloween like episode with everyone else is off doing their own thing and Rosemary is kind of left alone because she sort of isolated herself by not changing when other people are like, hey man, you're kind of brash and that is really annoying a
Uncool.
little bit. So like it's a direct consequence of that, but no. It's like
God forbid
what
characters
is it?
experience any level of
and
growth.
fleshing out what new magic is,
Yeah.
and the whole old magic versus new magic debate. It was more important than exploring and defining Sage's romantic interests, or Snapdragon's identity, more important than spending time in Pebble, which gets mentioned more than a few times, and this episode was more important than defining what a Guardian actually does.
All
Rainy Day
we need
Memories
to
is divided
know
into 2 subplots,
about
neither of which are very
Pebble
good, but for
is
entirely
just
different reasons.
that's their
We have Sage
hometown.
and Snapdragon trying to build a friendship
Cute.
or a romance.
They're
The show's
cute!
goal is very unclear, with this making Rosemary very, very
They're
sad.
cute!
Meanwhile, Time and Parsley are in the rain fighting a demon. I'm gonna start with the latter plot because this is just the stupidest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Fuck off.
First of all,
No, it is
that's the
confusing.
best design you can come up with for a demon.
What's wrong
I'm
with the
not
demon?
asking for a pit fiend or a Balrog, but that's the goddamn cutest demon I've ever seen in my life. He looks like he wants a hug. And keep in mind,
It's kind of a
this
kid's
demon is
show.
portrayed as a threat. One of the more powerful.
It's kind of a
foes
kid's
the
show.
characters have fought throughout the entire series.
Yeah.
But that goddamn smile. He's having a good day. I'm having a good day. Anyway, Time spends the episode trying to summon this demon, because she's a genius.
I create the salt circle. I stand in it to cast the spell, which summons the demon. I give him something
The
precious.
Pokeball noise.
It opens a window for me to speak.
Are they allowed to do that?
I tell Dad about the healing waters.
No, that
Where do
wasn't
I
in the
begin? First of
show.
all,
Which
Ah.
summons the demon.
that's a Pokeball sound. I was kind of
Oh, is it?
mentioning
Wait,
that,
what?
But after the parasites,
I don't remember
that's
that.
a fucking Pokeball. But
They're not parasects. Fuck
Time,
off.
It's really
let's
funny,
really
though.
Talk here. So, your plan. A plan that you think is important enough to summon a demon. You're gonna tell
Yeah.
your father about the healing water.
Yeah.
The water that was destroyed in the last episode. You're gonna tell him that the water can heal a tree. The water that everyone who has been through High Guardian Academy knows about. What exactly are you planning on getting out of this?
He uses his knowledge to replicate the formula.
Oh, my lines are way too thick on this side.
You just said that like, oh, the healing water that like she doesn't have anymore, and then immediately like it goes, yeah, the plan is not for her dad to use the healing water, but rather to replicate its effects.
No, actually, something.
Fucking
This fucking guy.
dip.
Save the fairy woods.
Why are you stop with the
Okay.
performative laughing?
Could you imagine if this plan actually worked? Yeah, father, these waters can heal the rot. Okay, daughter, Describe the water to me. Well, it's water and it heals things. Daughter, can you describe anything else
Look, it's
about
not
it?
the greatest, but
yeah,
whatever.
It's water and it heals things. Anything else? It glows.
You tried
It has
describing
a
it,
dragon
brother.
Explode into stars once. This show is really stupid. In the last
You're
episode, Time was
stupid.
considering leaving to
Get
go
his
back
ass.
to the fairy woods, but without the healing water anymore, she decided that there was no point. Why can't she just go there on foot now? She already snuck away from the school. That's the hard part. What is the point of the demon phone? This is even ignoring
Demon
a
phone?
minor little detail. One of your fucking teachers is a demon.
That's a different kind of demon, obviously. Fuck.
Guys who
Like, also-
don't fucking pay attention to any world building ever.
Like, clearly, she's like... Well, and also, I don't know, just fucking...
Read.
Succubus back in episode 2, but no, officially she's a demon. Why not go to her? Yeah, I get it. Summoning a demon is unethical. That's why your ethics teacher is a demon. Did I mention the show is really stupid?
It's a
Surprise, surprise. The stupid
joke!
idea was stupid.
I will feast on your bones!
What is this, a fairy tale?
I'm
What's
terrible
wrong
at
with
magic.
that?
We have
No,
time
dead
for
ass.
low self-esteem.
My favorite part of The Lord of the Rings is when Aragorn told the panicking soldiers, "This is no time for low self-esteem." It really made me feel like he was appropriate for the throne of Numenor. Honestly, if there is any value at all to the subplot, it's the backstory. We see time in her
Yeah.
childhood, I guess, and it is literally the first moment in the entire series that goes, "Oh shit, this character needs a personality."
See
Oh
what?
my god.
You water the plant. I get it. Let's get to the field archery course before it closes.
Honestly,
She
seeing the kind
has
of kid that
had
Time was
a
is endearing.
personality.
Much more
The
endearing than the stoic
reason-
elf with stupid idea after.
Maybe she's a stoic elf with stupid ideas because she's desperate and has been through trauma. I don't know. Crazy thought that is.
It's just like, why bother making commentary when you obviously didn't give enough of a shit about it?
Genuinely.
Her stupid idea that we got. And yeah, I know what they were going for. Time has had a hard life. She's
Oh my
separated
God.
from everything that she knows and loves, and her home is being destroyed, and there's nothing she can do about it.
Yeah.
She's disaffected. This is not the correct way to write a disaffected character.
How is the
It might have
correct
worked
way,
better if we got some
Mr.
insight
Writer
into this in
Man?
episode 1 or 2 instead of 10, but really, it feels like we're putting a band-aid on a larger wound here. Honestly, this over-eager character is kind of refreshing. I know that we already have Rosemary, and this might mean we've had 2 Rosemarys, but honestly, I prefer that over how boring and bland Time has been written so far.
She's really
The
not
only
that
time
boring.
that she stands out is when she says the stupidest thing I've ever heard
She's
in my life.
not.
Why should I believe a demon?
I don't know, why the fuck did you summon one? I mean, you apparently trust the demon enough to actually phone call your father and not some illusionary version of him. Our A-plot at least is more intricate. It has more moving parts. After our last episode, Rosemary and Sage are not on good terms. The same can be said with Amaryllis and Snapdragon. So, Sage and Snapdragon meet each other and talk, and talk, and talk,
Yeah.
and talk. And considering that this is High Guardian
Those
I
are, like,
love people sitting around and
important
talking, I'm not gonna lie.
conversations.
Don't you have a lot of feelings about Amaryllis?
No, we've got more of a father-daughter relationship.
You need to
Excuse
give
me, what?
stories a moment to
Not more of
breathe,
a-
so you better understand
a
the characters.
Relationship.
That does not answer my question. What the fuck did you mean that you have a father-daughter relationship with Amaryllis? I either really,
It's a-
really want to know what you mean by that, or I really, really
Why
don't
are
want to
you
know.
making it
And I'm
weird? It's literally a joke. It's just teens being teens. I don't understand why someone a demon to call her father wouldn't have been easier to just make the demon create the water for her. You know what? That's fair. Genuinely. Maybe maybe the writer's room could have had more time and money to write and fix that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Who would have thought?
everybody makes mistakes,
Uh,
everybody has those days.
Yeah. But like, the fucking, it's they're making a joke. Snapdragon says we have like a father-daughter relationship, and Sage says like, who's the father in that scenario? And like they laugh, and it's funny because it's a joke. It's a fucking joke, you weirdo. Don't make it weird.
scared, but I have to know which one of the two it is. This is the worst line of dialogue of all time.
It's really
Oh
not.
my god, you actually did it. Here's a trophy. Give them a
What
round
is
of applause,
you're
everybody.
like making a mountain out of a
Maybe have a
molehill.
crush on Rosemary.
I'm making a mountain out of an anthill, more like.
Of course I don't. We're just
So earlier, bro was like, it's queer baiting because Sage and whatever, and then fucking when Sage and she's because when like asked if she has a crush on Rosemary, Sage says no, and then here when it's like, do you have a crush on Rosemary? Blushes and goes, what? No, we're just really good friends. It's like,
Baka.
genuinely, more of the story. They need more time.
I like that one. I normally don't like puns, but I like that one.
What? Of course I don't. We're just really good friends.
Speaking as someone who doesn't get romance, is there any real reason this Sage couldn't admit that she has a crush on Rosemary here?
It's okay, buddy,
Brother.
buddy.
Those things are so personal to people, especially
It's
at that
called
age.
Embarrassment and denial. Okay?
Yeah, especially for like a queer thing, it's like you don't want to be judged for that already as a teenager. It's like 3 times worse when it's like a gay crush. Like, brother.
Yeah. I don't know, man. This is so just like nothing.
She's talking to a presumed friend alone in confidence.
Yeah.
Or is it that we as
She
an
doesn't
audience
want
are
to
supposed
admit
not
it
believe
to
her when she says
herself?
that she doesn't have a crush on Rosemary? Meanwhile, Rosemary and Amaryllis both get jealous.
And it's
of
like,
their
I don't really
quote-unquote,
get romance that
let's
much
get some
either,
air
but,
quotes
like, come
the
on.
screen. Bigger. Use the biggest font we have.
Learn how to
Rosemary
read.
and Amaryllis are both jealous that their friends are hanging out with each other instead of them. So Amaryllis gets the idea to use a memory spell to get revenge. But Rosemary gets, guilty or something, and she blocks it. And both of them end up getting hit by the spell.
Yeah.
So the point of the spell is to make their worst memories come to life. Worst memories is literally stated within the episode. If one of the worst things that ever happened to you is you Charlie Browning yourself in a game of kickball, you have had a very privileged life. That's
It's-
like a 1.5 on the embarrassment
It's also a
scale. I
joke.
get that they're teenagers, and teenagers tend to blow minuscule things like this out of the
Guys
water.
who don't
but
fucking know what
even
jokes
a
are.
teenager, I'd imagine, would have more serious concerns than wearing a mop on their head.
Well,
for a
you
week.
see it
Also, Rosemary
later.
seems more nostalgic than upset over her quote-unquote worst memory.
It's
To be as honest as I can, despite this being a filler
called
episode,
coping.
it actually tries to do a lot of heavy lifting.
Yeah.
Right before a time's passed in a relationship with her father, here we're going on about Rosemary talking about her relationship with Sage. Simply, it's a case of show don't tell. Why didn't we get moments like this animated in previous episodes? Seriously,
I don't know, you
this
kinda
alone
did,
would have improved
but
the show so much.
you
It
just
feels very
didn't
much like this
fucking
episode in
care?
particular
You weren't paying
does
attention,
realize
you
the
don't give a
problems that the
shit,
previous ones have
etc.,
had,
etc.
and it's trying to do its damnedest to course correct. But it's doing
That's
that by
not
putting
how that
literally
works.
all of the relationship in this
That's
one episode.
not how it works.
This is the only one of the 12 episodes that goes into the history of Sage and Rosemary. Our main characters' best friends.
hate those
We were
lines.
denied an episode of these kinds of shenanigans. Seriously, why couldn't this episode be cut, and instead
this
us be
is
given
smart,
a
but it's
full
just bad.
episode of Rosemary and Sage living in
I
Pebble, preparing to
guarantee
go
you. I hope Ray can get the rights back from Crunchyroll and start over at Glitch.
That would be
Fuck yes.
great.
No, I know, right? I want that so badly. Especially, like, hoping that people are, like, more mature and not just, the disaster that was happening.
Seriously.
Yeah. Fucking kill, just, oh.
Is anyone gonna go see the Amazing Digital Circus finale in theaters?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I already got my
Yes.
tickets.
Yes, so do I. So does my roommate.
Fuck yeah.
I can't do fucking tassels, god damn it. Wah!
I can't do hair. Can't.
Tradesies.
But yeah, in a heartbeat. Oh my fucking god.
Oh my god.
the Academy. What more can I even say?
Also,
about this?
oh yeah, what I was gonna say is like, if High Guardian Spice had spent an episode in Pebble to establish characters and whatever, you know that instead of saying they spend so much time, like that his complaint would have been, why are we in Pebble? We're never gonna see these people again. Like, there's no winning. You're just complaining.
Yeah, it's supposed to be in theaters, I think in, like, what is it, June or...
Next month,
Yeah, so June.
like 4th. Yeah, it's gonna be in theaters, and it's neat and cool and bass. I want the Digital
6th.
Circus to be as much of a box office hit as Iron Lung and just make Hollywood like keel over.
Did you hear about how fucked up it is that Markiplier fucked the director of Iron Lung's wife?
That is pretty fucked. Oh my god! It genuinely, it took me a second before you finished. No. Before you finished, I was like, oh god, what's he gonna say? Is there something that I didn't
Did
know about or
Markiplier
whatever?
actually do something wrong?
No.
Markiplier fucked the Iron Lung director's wife. It was fucked up. Dude needs to get canceled like yesterday. What the hell?
To anyone who doesn't get the joke, Markiplier directed Iron Lung.
Yeah, someone told me that joke once, and it took me about 5 minutes to realize what they were saying.
We all forgave Markiplier because he's Markiplier.
Yes.
Well, and also, the joke is that's his wife. That's his own wife. But oh god, fuck, dude, you got me a little bit there. Oh, it's funny. I can't remember what the second to last episode of High Guardian Spice was. Fuck.
Episode at this point.
This was a waste of time.
Yeah.
Took the words
Oh,
right out of my
fuck
mouth.
off.
What's next on the docket?
It was just a
Oh,
costume.
this one, yeah.
No, I'm not a mermaid. No. But you love
No, you're
dressing
fine. I
up
know there's a
like
really
one
bad
piece.
delay.
Fuck.
I forgore. There's no R at the end of your thing.
That is the
No
cutest
R
octopus
at the
that
end
I've
of the
ever.
thing?
I said I forgore instead of I forgo because I can't read.
Oh. I forgore, yeah. Yay, okay, I'm so... Oh yeah, this...
I've seen it in my life.
Now I
Why is
remember.
it so cute? Why do they make monsters
It's
in the show
funny!
so cute? I don't know. Okay, now
It's
that that's
also
out of the
not a
way,
real monster.
This is not going
It's
to be
a
a fun
robot.
episode.
Why not?
Episode 11
I bet
is
that he says
the
that Adventure
worst
Time is
episode of
genius
High
for
Guardian
having their
Spice. It is a
designs be so
culmination
simple.
of everything wrong the series has been doing since the start. Honestly, I don't even know where to begin. Do I start with the elephant in the room, or yeah, let's start with the elephant in
Do
the
it.
room.
Do
this
it.
is the Snapdragon episode.
Yeah.
This is the one that's going to go deepest into their conflict with identity. So, our four main characters win the ability to fight a sea dragon called the Sipith. I apologize if I mispronounce that in advance. It's just an
They
awful
say
word
it-
that sounds wrong no matter how
They
I
say
pronounce
it multiple
it's a
times.
sea dragon that's developed a taste for mermaids. And tagging along for the ride is Cal and Snapdragon. Cal's main purpose in this episode, in this show, is to make fun of Snapdragon for wearing a dress at Halloween. Cal spends the first few minutes mocking Snapdragon, and then Snap snaps and beats the tar out of Cal, to the point of breaking their wrist.
Get their
Because
ass.
of their injury, Caraway decides that Snapdragon can't go underwater and fight the dragon thing.
Well,
As
and
we all know,
also a
Caraway is the wisest
punishment.
person in the world.
Yeah,
Rosemary,
obviously.
I'll hold Flowering Thorn. You won't need her where you're going.
Okay, we'll be talking about the girl's plot after this, but I just have to say this now. Caraway takes Rosemary's sword because, quote-unquote, that's not a useful weapon underwater. Parsley has a warhammer.
That is
Pine
true.
has a bow.
That is a
This
legitimate,
combat kit. If you
like,
know
I
basic
get
logic,
pardon.
basic
No,
physics,
it's...
You can understand that
It is dumb. Yes. Like, yeah, that's a good criticism. to
That's
make,
a
but you don't
legitimate
gotta-
criticism. Wow, it took you 2 hours.
Yeah, it's so like I don't know. It's not that
If it's supposed to be a punishment, then just because it is supposed to be a punishment, obviously, like just own up to
not
it.
taking the sword.
Yeah.
No, that's not but like Snapdragon not going underwater is the punishment because
Right.
like so because they were they had this whole like little mock battle with a fake monster, and the ones who performed the best were the girls, Snapdragon and Cal, and so they're the ones chosen, and Snapdragon wants to do the mission, but like
Reasonably
punches a
fucking
fucker.
killed a guy. Yeah.
yeah.
God forbid.
God forbid women do anything.
That the fuck ass.
Yeah, but
the sword, especially a magic one,
God, I
is
keep
infinitely
making
better
It's
as
not
weapon
really
for
a
the sword than
magic
goddamn
sword.
warhammer.
it has like an enchantment that like maybe kind of like protects the blade and stuff, but it's not a magic sword. It just has a spell on it that doesn't really aid in combat. It's just kind of there. Anyway,
I see.
you know, nitpicky.
The less surface area that the weapon has underwater, the more effective it is.
No, that
which
is
why
stupid.
more people are frequently depicted with tridents or spears. And don't even get me started on the bow.
My hammer cuts through the water.
Oh, and the magic sword can't? Okay, now that's out of the way. Enough distraction.
No, it is bad
Snapdragon
and
and
stupid.
Caraway.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like that's fair.
Snapdragon isn't able to or isn't allowed to go underwater. The broken wrist makes that a little vague. They're given the job to be a lookout, which is a very
The broken
important
wrist,
job, I
come
guess.
on.
There!
Yes.
I see it!
I'm sure the girls will appreciate that Snapdragon can see the monster.
How do they know how to swim with the tail when they've never
Wait,
swum
oh,
before?
what are you
They should have
I don't
taken
know.
lessons.
So,
I'm
this episode
sorry,
deals
I'm
with
reading
Snapdragon.
Joshua's
We get
comment.
to learn the origins
Oh,
of
oh,
toxic
wait,
masculinity.
let me see.
Let me
Wait.
try. Let me try again. To like,
Me when I'm boring. Oh, I see.
how do they know how to swim with the tail when they have never had one before? They should have taken lessons.
Why did you do that voice so
I have been watching that Mickey Mousecapade Game Grumps video basically what feels like every day for the past 28 years. It is my favorite Game Grumps episode, and as far as I'm concerned, one of the only two. The other one is the Teletubbies episode, and I only remember that because my friend submitted the fucking game to them.
Holy shit, are you
Yeah!
Oh my god, that's funny as fuck. Dude, one of my favorites is Gubble.
Gobble.
Fucking Gubble!
Gobble is really
Shit, dude!
good.
Holy fuck! Oh, that looks really bad. What happened? You fell, yeah? Gubble happened! I love it so fucking much, dude. Anyway, back to this bullshit.
We have a flashback of Snapdragon's childhood.
Thank
In it,
you,
Snapdragon's
Tommy.
brother takes a rabbit that they found.
You sound like a girl!
And then their father comes in and goads Snapdragon into trying to take the rabbit back from him. Then Snapdragon gives their father a good thrust to the stomach. And it's Psychology 101. Snapdragon learns violence from dad, and so they're violent in the modern day. It all makes sense.
No?
Snapdragon is in a school that teaches the students combat.
Yeah.
Isn't that what the point of this whole thing is?
There's clearly a
Learning
fucking
to fight,
difference,
learning to
dingbat.
defeat adversaries to protect those who are
Guy
weak.
who's never
It's
been taught by
clearly
anyone before
different.
ever.
What the girls
Guy
are
who's
doing
never been to
right
school.
at this very second, or are they trying
Guy
to
who
tame
don't
the
know,
sea
doesn't
dragon
know what
with-
discipline is.
There's literally a difference between. Oh, I forgot I drew that. Between, like, Snapdragon. Or between, like, the girls fighting to, like, calm the Psypith or, like, trap it or whatever. And Snapdragon just fucking wailing on a bick.
Yeah.
Totally deserved, though. Like,
Yeah, for
goddamn.
real. Get their ass.
Get their ass. But, like, there's a difference there. Are you fucking dumb?
Flowers
What
and
is
laughter.
this, a man?
Keep the thing alive and try to defeat it without any violence, but it doesn't work. This is a setting with dragons,
Yeah,
goblins, a demented cat girl who turned an entire city to stone.
You can't.
It's clear what they're going for.
You can't just make assumptions of a world and be like, it has dragons. It's like, yeah, Avatar: The Last Airbender had dragons, but those dragons were like vastly different. from
Dragons
a
are
lot
one
other
of the
dragons
most
in media.
fucking ubiquitous things in fantasy that people have done so many different things with that it's impossible to just say, like, yeah, you should have done it like this. Like, no. Dragons
No.
can be done so... Like, the way that dragons are done in, like, Wales and the way that they're done in, like, Japan are two completely different things, as an example.
Yeah, it's so weird that he's like, this is a fantasy world with dragons. It's like, that tells me
That doesn't mean
nothing,
anything.
actually.
Are the dragons
doesn't mean
people like
jack
Dragonborn?
shit.
Like the D&Ds? Can they talk? Are they just like lizards? There's a lot of questions that could be answered with that.
Are they just like animals? Like, what the fuck?
Do people keep them as pets?
Can people keep them as pets? Can I have one as a pet?
Can I have one, please? Asking for a friend.
Men are the ones who are encouraged to fight and be violent and use violence to get what they want. It's the generational curse of toxic masculinity.
Curse of
it's
Raw.
an issue that a lot of shows are trying to explore as of late. But this is the wrong setting to do this particular idea.
Why?
No, it's
In a
not.
society with modern sensibilities and modern safety, yeah, sure. In a fantasy world where even the Academy says you're gonna die, it doesn't make sense.
There's clearly a fucking difference between, like, just fucking attacking someone and then, like, battling to protect a village or something. Are you, like, that stupid? I don't like directly calling people stupid, but I feel like at this point,
I mean,
like-
I call people stupid because I'm mean.
I know. You're like, I call people stupid because I'm mean. I'm like, oh.
Deadass.
And you're like, I will.
Yeah, my boss was just like, so what's your problem with this person at work, like your project leader, because like we're on different projects right now, and I was just like, don't even get me fucking started. That goddamn idiot moron has been running this side of the site is bad at her job, and I could do it better. And I was just, ooh.
Oh my god, that's really funny.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get into it in case people at my job recognize me. I doubt they would, but like.
Yeah, fucking people at your job are like my #1 fans.
They are, we are friends on Discord, so there's always a possibility.
But that's still just like a funny thought. Anyway.
This episode is going to try and get into Snapdragon's identity.
Yeah.
And it's the closest the series comes to in trying to establish that they are trans.
Yes.
But this isn't a gendered thing in the world of High Guardian Spice. If the girls, partially in time, didn't fight the demon in the last episode, they'd be dead. End of story.
They're not saying all violence. Oh my god, there's a clear fucking difference. And there's literally an there's literally Snapdragon says, I don't want to be strong like my dad. I want to be strong like the girls are, like beautiful and graceful and whatever. The problem is not violence. The problem is like gendered expectations, I guess, on how to inflict said violence, okay?
Cis
There's a
white men
lot
would never
in this
understand.
world that didn't get fucking explored, and like, yes, that should have, because I think it's interesting in a fantasy setting, like, how do you explore like that particular aspect of like gender and gender
There are
identity?
so many ways to explore it in a fantasy setting. Oh my fucking god! Like with fucking polymorph.
Polymorph.
You know, the spell where you change, like you transform someone into
yeah.
something else.
Oh yeah, that's apparently like this okay, wait. This dude, instead of for the Caraway I'm transgender scene, this dude suggested that instead of Caraway just saying I'm transgender, we have like a flashback where he, when he's younger and like still a girl, gets hit by a curse that that transes their changes their sex, and then like they're trying to find a cure, but like eventually he's like, hey, actually I'm okay with this. And it's like, that is a far more intricate and complicated plot line than...
There's a lot of questions that would need to be answered if they went that route, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, you're complaining about, like, that is so fucking much on this show that doesn't have the fucking time.
They had $5 to make this show be nice.
They had $5 fucking dollars. And no, you couldn't do better on the budget of a shoestring. If anybody says that, I will commit...
Fuck no.
crime. Not particularly against you, I'll just...
In general, do something drastic.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god. We're almost there.
It's to certain
almost there. We almost
like
made it
the
out
American Western frontier or
What
ancient
the
Sparta.
fuck?
What is he?
Women had capabilities to do combat, or barring that, to actually handle. Didn't fight the demon in the last episode.
Sorry, what the...
They'd be dead. End of story. This even applies to certain times and places in the real world. In places like the American Western frontier or ancient Sparta, women had capabilities to do combat, or barring that, to actually handle themselves in the wild.
What?
Because the wild don't give a shit who you are, man or woman. The
fuck?
wild will fuck.
I don't know how he got here, but even then...
What's your point?
Yeah, even then, it's like they weren't allowed to a lot of the time.
Women of this country learned long ago. Those without swords could still die upon them.
Boy, spend less time with pets and more time sparring with your brothers.
You know, that does sound a little demented, until you realize that Snapdragon's teachers would say the same fucking thing if Snapdragon was slacking in class. You know, if the teacher—
There's a difference between going to a school to learn how to be a guardian adventure person and your father just telling you, hey, beat up your brothers. That's how you be a man. Like, are you demented?
The fucking cishet white man is showing so much that I think he needs to put on a pair of pants.
God damn, dude. Holy shit, you got him. You got him.
That was nothing! I don't even know what I said, I blacked out!
Oh my god. You said, like, the cishet white man is showing so much he needs to put on pants.
That wasn't good enough. This cishet white man is showing so much that he needs to put on a little loincloth. Is that better? I feel like that was better.
I don't know, but like the
It implies
vitriol in
a small
which-
teeny dick.
Now let's not make fun of people for their anatomy.
No, I don't mean it.
But-
I just thought that it would be funny to say.
This is an extreme example of toxic masculinity. It's not that deep. Literally, yeah, it's not that fucking deep. It's like, yeah, here's his dad. His dad kind of sucks, actually.
teachers were actually competent. This does not work in this setting.
Why not?
At least not when Snapdragon
me.
is going to a school to learn combat.
So-
or is the lesson here that Snapdragon isn't cut out to be a guardian at all?
No.
If Snapdragon didn't try to fight back in the flashback, that rabbit would have been tossed and possibly killed. The episode tries to show that Snapdragon was taught wrong, but what the world that this show takes
No.
place in shows that either Snapdragon only learned half of the lesson or internalized the lesson wrong. Snapdragon is taught to fight when something, a living thing, is taken from them. Tell me it's wrong to do that if, say, someone is taking your
What?
dog, and
What?
the episode is trying to equate that
No.
with beating the shit out of someone because they insulted you. Insulted you in a
it's
horrible way,
clearly
given, but I
different,
think we can
you
all agree that those two
fucking-
things are not equivalent.
They are not the same thing.
You're lucky you get to believe that. No one's questioning your manhood.
In my experience.
Hey, you missed. You fucking. You cut. Snapdragon says nobody's questioning your manhood, and then like Caraway replies, "Oh, you have no idea." Like in a kind of laughy sort of way. It was like, "Oh, you have no idea, kid." Like, yeah, nobody's questioning your manhood. Actually, like it's a. Come on, dude.
That's like such an
You see-
internalized thing too, is that kind of like, I don't know what it is about being FTM that makes it feel like you'll never pass, but that's just kind of how it is a lot of the time. Yeah, just because of how little representation we get, I feel like is the main thing about it.
Yeah, and I don't know, just something was that cut was really like
Something else.
but because like that shows like Caraway making a connection with his student and like
God forbid.
like because people thought that the first scene was too like I'm transgender, but then this scene is like exploring it more and showing it and
God forbid.
fuck. I'm sorry.
More than
I think we can all agree that those two things are not equivalent.
they are not the same thing.
You're lucky you get to believe that. No one's questioning your manhood.
In my experience, there's more than one path to becoming a respected warrior.
I want you to take a look at these two lines written out. I'm going
Correct.
to underline two.
That's not
What's the problem? What's the problem with
shit.
that?
Yeah, those two things are not said in sequence. You are actively changing the context of this footage because you like
You want to feel
I
like you
don't-
have a point. You realize that you weren't actually cooking, but instead of being like, okay, then I guess I just won't say that, you're like, no, I'm gonna say it, but I'm gonna make it look like I'm right. Like, brother, just take the L.
that is actually like Maybe he's done it in other times of this in this video. I don't know because I don't have Hall of High Guardian Spice recommended. Unlike what people seem to think, I do not think it's the best anime in the world, and I have not watched it 20 million times. I've watched it like 3, maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know. It's a fine, maybe like. So I watched it once, and then yeah.
At least twice, I would assume.
I would say 2.5 because I did like when editing, like I'm going through all the footage and stuff, you know.
Yeah.
So let's go 2.5. I've watched it 2.5 times, and even I very distinctly remember like nobody's questioning your manhood, and then Caraway's like, "Oh, you have no idea."
It takes a lot of courage to resolve an argument without violence. Exactly. Hard agree.
Yeah, I just fucking.
Them. These words are not equivalent.
Yeah.
They're not the same thing. I could say a bunch of different things. Women are warriors. We see female warriors in every single episode of the show.
Yeah.
And not every man is a warrior.
Yeah.
These two people are talking about different things.
Yeah.
If you've chosen the violent
That's the point.
path, then we're at an impasse.
And this is why it's a problem. Gee, I wonder why someone would think that the only way to be a warrior is through violence. Proofread your...
It's not.
Brother.
Proofread? They didn't have fucking time to proofread! They didn't have.
goddamn script.
They didn't have the money to proofread. They didn't have the time to proofread. They didn't have any fucking, opportunity to proofread their goddamn scripts. But you say, they say the production was rushed and all that stuff, but, they still made a bad product. And it's like, okay, yeah, but then, what is your fucking problem complaining about this shit? It's so, it doesn't mean anything, okay? He's not saying anything of value. He's just, complaining, he's just dogging on the show that was already dogged on before it even fucking released! You're not special, you're not cool, you're not brave, you're just saying the exact same bullshit that everyone else did because, oh no, it's written by women and it's diverse.
Jail.
Shut the fuck up! Shut up! Also, again, there's a fucking, I don't know, man. This is just fucking, fuck!
Yeah.
God damn.
Commentary on this shit is a lot more personal to me, and that might be why I'm, more willing to be a fucking dick.
Yeah. Yeah! Oh, yeah! Shut up.
Thanks.
Shut up.
It's okay. It's funny. I love that people forget. It's hilarious, honestly.
Well, I mean, part of it is because, I don't know, this is the only way I've ever known you.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. You're a cool guy.
Thanks. Even though I can be too much sometimes.
Nah, dude, you're fine. You're a cool guy. And I mean, you're typically, right most of the time.
Most of the time.
I don't know.
I've been wrong before.
Anyway.
Let's get into the nitty-gritty of this.
Yeah.
Don't think that changing course would be so easy for me. I hate being big.
Yeah.
My boxy shoulders. And this?
How do you convey gender dysphoria in a character?
That sounds
I know.
pretty good.
Just have
Yeah.
to talk about it. A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Let's have Snapdragon
It's literally a conversation about why Snapdragon reacted violently.
He's
Why
acting
Cal's
like
words-
dysphoria is their only personality trait when it's no, this is one conversation.
Not. That's one conversation that Snapdragon is having with her teacher about her gender dysphoria because the gender dysphoria and or the behavior exhibited by Cal is the reason that she snapped and
But I'm
beat the fuck up out of Cal. It's not that fucking complicated, you dipshit. Literally, need I quote Julia K again, where it's it's really cool to have a cartoon that shows characters explicitly talking about gender dysphoria and their experience with it without having to work around, without having to talk in metaphors. It's wow, it's almost like that kind of direct representation is fucking important to some people.
Yeah.
fucking moron.
And this was like also, I think I remember you saying this. It might be either you said it or I deduced it, but like, you know, when High Guardian Spice came out, it's not like that kind of thing was very well known at the time. So they kind of needed to be explicit because otherwise people definitely weren't going to get it because that kind of representation was just like relatively unheard of.
I don't think it was the fact that it was relatively unheard of. I don't know. I can't quite remember. I can't remember everything that I said. But oh, I do also love a cis freaking white beard dude trying to talk about that stuff. Oh God, I love. Oh,
But that's also
so right
another
though.
thing is that like, yeah, everyone experiences dysphoria differently as well. And if
Yeah.
that's how you want to write your character to do it, then that's how you want to write your character to have their dysphoria being shown.
It's almost like a trans person made this character, and a trans person voiced this character. Oh no! It's actually really funny. I remember I was like, Raven, you are trans. Watch this scene. Tell me what you think.
Oh god. This actually looks really good so far. I'm surprised with myself.
Like, not in, like, a weird way, but it's just like, dude, I need verification.
Please, I need my game facts from you.
Give me, and even drew, like, a little thing when I talked about, like, the first, like, I'm transgender scene, and, like, with a little graphic that said this scene was approved by an actual trans.
Yeah, like fucking Sarah said, I think it was, that was just like a disclaimer. My transgender editor wrote this part. I had nothing to do with this. I am just a mouthpiece. I promise you, this is not my opinion. This is just her.
Yeah, it's so just like, oh my fucking god, this fucking guy who's like, let's just have our characters talk about gender dysphoria. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah,
And
actually.
it's also like not like it's ham-fisted. That's like the thing that I feel like he might be trying to complain about, but like no, like you said, it's like I'm trying to explain why I acted this way. It's ugh.
Or doesn't understand basic toxic masculinity. I'm gonna question his manhood.
The toxic masculine man is not understanding the toxic masculinity more at 11.
Just talk about the parts of a male body and how they don't like those.
Yeah.
This is a scene that we're going to be talking about for a while, so
Oh,
buckle
fucking
up.
God.
Let's start with something that I have to establish.
What?
For some people here, this is enough to establish that Snapdragon is trans without any conflict and confusion. Personally, I don't think so.
I mean, take into account literally every other fucking episode. Did you just forget, like, the Halloween night where Snapdragon takes the opportunity to dress more feminine under the guise of it being a costume? Or when Snapdragon, like, snapped, at Sage for saying, like, really gender essentialist stuff and getting frustrated, and clearly something more is going on with her. Are you fucking that stupid to think that, like, this character explicitly saying, I don't like boxy shoulders, I don't like hair growing on my chin, I don't want to be strong like my dad or brothers, I want to be strong like the girls. Like, you think that's not enough coming from the trans man who made the character and the trans woman who voices the character? What the fuck is your goddamn problem? You are not the goddamn authority of this, you dumbass.
Do you remember that part in Yuri on Ice where like Yuri went into Victor's arms and they definitely kissed, but they didn't show it because their arms were covering each other's lips? I bet you good money that he didn't think that was a kiss.
Holy shit. Now, wouldn't that be something?
Next time.
Sorry, I turned southern for a moment, as I am.
How'd I say, aren't you
But-
from New Orleans or something?
Aren't I from what?
New Orleans? I might be thinking one of my other friends.
No, I mean Alabama.
Alabama. Oh my god. I'm so glad that you got out of there.
No, dude, the other day, like, or not the other day, but like a while back at work, like somebody was playing like New Mexico, and I was like, I like it here, and they're like, oh, well, you're the exception. But then my coworker was like, ask her where she's from, and then so I said, yeah, I'm from Alabama, and then the person went, oh, that's why.
I need to.
And I'm just like, I don't quite know like the full context of like what they're talking about, but like, yeah.
I have a friend that lives in Cullman, Alabama, and they're just like, I have never wanted to leave a place so badly in my entire life. But because it's the sticks, they can't make enough money to leave. It's so fun.
Few that don't learned it from secondary or behind-the-scenes sources. The most basic problem here is that this isn't something that Snapdragon ever hinted about in any way whatsoever before.
What do you mean, never hinted?
Was hinting, but Snapdragon said that Amaryllis was the one who recommended it, as in it wasn't Snapdragon's idea.
Maybe, like, that doesn't mean anything. Snapdragon is still the one who wore it and who clearly liked wearing it and who clearly liked being perceived as feminine.
Yeah.
And maybe Amaryllis is a fucking bro and was like, oh, girl, I got you. Okay? Like, there's a really cute scene where he's like, we're like, Snapdragon, I do, and it is hard. It is actually hard to keep in mind, like, Snapdragon and, like, using she, her for the character, because the entire show so far is spent referring to her with he, him. Because that egg hasn't cracked yet. That's kind of the whole point.
God forbid women have character arcs.
That's kind of the whole point of Snapdragon. Girl hasn't realized that she's a girl and is struggling with that. You know that theory that, it's pretty confirmed, like, the reason Jax is such an asshole in Digital Circus.
Yeah, I've definitely seen
like,
it around.
in denial, like, trans.
Yeah.
Like, that's what fucking Snapdragon is for most of the series. Like, Snapdragon doesn't like themselves very much and is kind of an asshole at the beginning of the story, but then mellows out and learns, oh, hey, I can be myself. Wow. Fucking Christ.
I will laugh if Gooseworks is just like, well, that wasn't the intention with Jax, but we're just gonna do it anyways. Because everyone just kept saying it, and we're just like, sure, what the fuck?
I mean, man, Gooseworks can do, like, anything, and it's...
Deadass.
Anyway.
Recommended it, as in it wasn't Snapdragon's idea. Honestly, a lot of this scene here just comes right out of nowhere.
My dad had a full beard by the time he was 12.
I'm sorry, that's really fucking funny. That sounds like a Gravity Falls joke. My dad had a beard when he was 12 years old. That's some shit Wendy would say about her dad.
Oh my god. Yeah, it's just, and then...
I don't want that.
Right out of nowhere.
My dad had a full beard by the time he was 12. I don't want that. I want smooth skin.
If I may be so bold, a lot of cis guys don't want facial hair. That's why they should. Also,
are you fucking ridiculous? Are you, like, actively stupid?
I went, like
is this a
constipated
choice?
Donald
Did you
Duck mode
choose
for a
to wake
second.
up
Oh
and
my
be
god.
stupid? Like, hey, it's called, like, coded language, you fuckhead.
There's also, like, a difference between, like, men shaving their beards because they just don't want them, and, like, a woman shaving her beard because it feels actively wrong on her skin.
Yeah, and it seems pretty fucking clear that Snapdragon was saying, I don't want a beard because I associate that with manhood, and I don't want to be a man.
It's,
Wow.
I forgo. I'm specifically laughing at the. Okay, so what I envisioned when she said that was like a 10-year-old with like a lumberjack beard that went down to his chest. That's why I thought it was funny.
Yeah, no, I do see the image.
Thank you.
There is a difference between, like, just growing facial hair and then, like, full beard, and also like it's a fucking what?
Yeah, that's just like it's such a straw man to be like, well, fucking cis men don't like having beards, and it's like,
Yeah.
honestly, I don't always like having a beard either, but I just fucking, it's not like it's something again, it doesn't damage my view of myself. Like, I don't like get scarred when I see myself with a beard. It's just like, oh yeah, I should probably do something about that. And that's what cis men feel.
Yeah.
That's different
Yeah.
between that and a fucking trans woman.
Oh my god, you're so right. Like, there is a difference between, oh, I should do something about that, and then, like, feeling deep discomfort in your own body.
Yeah, because also with trans women, it's very much well, I can shave it, but it's just gonna come back, and that's where like the kind of level of comes in.
Body horror comes in.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Fucked.
Didn't or don't like being awkward, lanky teenagers. They wouldn't use these exact words because these exact words are very clinical. So clinical that it's almost out of character for Snapdragon to be using them.
Not
I'm
really.
not like my father or my brothers. I hate being big.
And this, is not something that should have been mentioned. Let's start with the fact that some women are big. I mean,
What?
yes, men are usually bigger, but
What are
big
you
women do exist.
fucking
1 out of 100
talking
women
about?
in the U.S. is 6 feet tall or taller. If
What
that's
are
not
you-
your definition, they're also female bodybuilders.
What are
Even
you
taking the
talking
real word
about?
out of context,
Height?
Time is just about as big and tall as Snapdragon, and she's a girl.
Okay,
Meanwhile,
and?
Parnell, a guy, is small. Very, very small. A bigger problem here is that this comes after the scene with the backstory, or honestly, the fact that the backstory exists at all. It's incredibly easy to interpret this as Snapdragon associating these traits with their father. Snapdragon mentions their brothers and their father in this, and it can come across as, I don't want to be like these people that hurt me, that I'm scared of, that made my life difficult. Remember how I said that this episode is all of High Guardian Spice's problems culminating? The male characters that Snapdragon has had the most interaction with is their father, their brothers, and Cal. I.e.,
Yeah.
most of the men that they've known have been outright jerks. And let's not forget episode 6, where not only
What's
do we have the
wrong?
lunkhead Aster, but Sage going on and on about how bad men were.
Yeah.
Friendship is different. It isn't the same. Guys don't talk about their feelings.
Snapdragon's experiences can be read more as an internalized hatred of men, or an internalization of bad
Brother!
than outright gender dysphoria.
Oh my
Because that is what we have
fucking
seen on the screen. If I'm
God.
being personal for a moment, it's another thing that I know happens. And I know that this happens from personal experience.
Fucking-
As a teenager, I had a lot of bad male role models. My father was absent. My stepfather I was afraid of. And even in the media that was my escapism. The boys were always idiots. They were getting into trouble,
What?
while the girls were there presented as the proper and smart ones, never debasing themselves like the men did. Or alternatively, the males weren't too far off from
What
my
the
parents were.
fuck?
As a
Brother.
teenager,
Does this-
I knew that I wasn't that,
Does
and I knew that I didn't want to be
any
that.
of
but
this
I did
have
want
to
be the smart
do-
and down-to-earth one. And because of this, I was questioning for a time.
1
The
second.
dialogue isn't because of this. I was questioning for a time.
Okay, yeah, this isn't exactly right. Don't you fucking start playing Hopes and Dreams from Undertale during your, like, self-pity party? Like, you're... if I may... Okay, wait, let's just hear him out. Let's hear him out.
When the dialogue isn't so vague that it could be interpreted in several different ways. It's so on the nose that it comes across as forced and unrealistic.
Okay,
But
no.
You can't change what you were born into. You say I can change paths, but it's not like I can just stop being a guy.
It's like the writers want to say something, but at the same time, they don't want to say that.
Stop
thing. Snapdragon
playing
goes on
Hopes.
and on about body
Like-
parts, when what Snapdragon means is guy. Caraway is going on and on about warriors, when he means guy. Do we really need innuendo or beating around the bush here?
They
It's not
don't!
conducive.
You're not weird. Do you know anything about transition magic?
I guess we don't need metaphor. Wait, I thought it was
Yeah.
called transformation magic.
I had no idea that what'd you call it?
Transition magic.
I didn't know that it existed.
How long have you been going to a magical school that's been going on and on about how new magic can do literally anything?
But fucking, it sounds like the transformation, or the transition magic isn't new magic. It sounds like a potion that you have to brew. That's not new magic. And also, fucking, what is your goddamn problem? And also, again, stop playing the sappy Undertale music when talking about this. Also, I genuinely, okay, now I'm gonna say it because he's not talking about it again. Bro literally pulled a J.K. Rowling of like, I didn't understand. I had problems with masculinity and the way it was presented to me. So I could have been trans. Like that's literally what he fucking said.
Brother.
Like, sure, dude, that's an experience you had in your life. I can't take that away from you, and I don't want to because that's just kind of generally
That
uncool
sucks.
and yeah. But like you cannot act off like as if your experience thinking you were maybe possibly perhaps questionably like a trans girl does not trump the actual experience written by the actual trans people who made this fucking show. What is wrong with you?
What isn't wrong with him?
Jesus!
To be honest.
That's deeply fucking insulting to say, insinuate. Oh my god!
I'm sorry, I also had like another thought while I was in the bathroom about the whole like facial hair thing. It's like really making me mad for no reason. But it's like genuinely the masculine equivalent of women's leg hair.
Yeah.
Some women like it, some women don't. Some women are ambivalent, some people are not. It's nothing. It means nothing in terms of gender identity.
Yeah, I guess this whole
But it's like compounding with everything else is what makes it trans representation.
uh-huh. Like the whole rest of the fucking I fucking goddamn it. I have to draw up Pomfiore's goddamn look at this shit.
Hold on, I've been focusing so much on my shit. Oh my god. You poor, poor thing. I'm still doing my line art. I'm still suffering through
like,
line art.
Look at me so far
It
though.
looks really good so far.
Yeah, cause I don't think it's properly occurred to me until now, but that just because someone falls into the LGBT spectrum doesn't mean they're qualified to talk about aspects of that spectrum. Indeed, very, very true. And it's just
Yeah,
know.
like, sorry to get political, but Clarence Thomas, black people do not own him. We deliberately say fuck Clarence Thomas because he has no right to speak on black people's behalf.
yeah, that. It's just, oh my god. This is, okay, I guess we're fucking...
It's like you get to become yourself, your true self. But it seems exhausting and...
It's exhausting.
Are you fucking, like, yes.
You don't know. You don't know. So you cannot say anything about that. You don't get it. You don't know what masking is as, like, an autistic person either, I bet. It's like, it's just tiring. It can get tiring to mask whether
And
you're
I mean,
a
like,
different gender or not, honestly.
I mean, like, from things that, oh, hey, trans people have told me, or at least that I've, like, seen them, like, talk about an experience, yeah, it can be tiring because you are going through fucking medical procedures, but, like...
I don't think that's the part of it that he's talking about, but, like, still.
Well, yeah, but, like, fucking snap cubes, like,
Best you can do is share your own
like,
experiences, exactly.
like Snap Cube's album that's like, it's like, yeah, she like went through pain, but like in the end it was worth it to be the person she is.
Watch my long Homestuck video for more information on gender dysphoria and how gender euphoria can still feel tiring at times. Sorry.
You know, their Homestuck video is really good.
Yeah.
No, you can self-promo here.
Yeah. Okay. I had a moment of like, hold on, I really should have done that. That's important.
No, dude, it's so fine. Oh my god. But like, yeah, no. I understand, like, I understand what, like, Mysterious Mr. Enter is trying to convey. I just think that it's
Poorly
wrong
done.
and stupid.
Poorly done and just objectively wrong.
Because, like, the fucking... I'm sorry that you feel like the trans story written by the trans people
Wasn't trans enough.
Yeah, like...
And oh my god, I just realized that he did the thing with this where it's like
J.K. Rowling thing? that I
no,
already said earlier?
no. I'm trying to think of how to word this. Like how people will say like, "Oh my god, trans people want to shut the fuck up about being trans," and then the second that they try to be like a little bit subtle about it, he's like, "It's not trans enough."
Oh my god, you're right.
He literally did the thing.
Oh my god. Fuck. This is, like,
Can't win.
incredible, frankly.
I take a potion once a month to keep the spell active.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds really exhausting. But yeah.
Yes, it is!
Bad.
God, imagine having to, like, take medicine in order to not hate yourself. That sounds like a breeze. Hey, buddy.
To take taking medication to feel fucking human, like fucking brother.
Oh my god.
Very bad.
There are so many paths to becoming your true self, and this one is mine.
Yeah,
not saying
no,
it's yours.
fucking Professor Caraway
Caraway.
even explicitly says you do not need to magically transition in order to be your true self.
Some people are
However,
fine with not
we
taking
can get
tea,
you to
yeah.
feel comfortable in your
Or
own
eat.
body is your true self. Like,
Yeah.
are you fucking kidding me with this? What's he saying? What's he about to say? Sorry.
You want to mention them? No. No, you don't. The only possible solution that you're going to mention is the transition magic.
You can assume
Oh my god.
things were talked about off screen.
Brother.
Why are you just assuming the worst out of fucking everything? What is your goddamn damage?
He sucks. He just sucks when it comes to
sucks.
talking about this. It's just like he literally just like went to the wrong fucking city council meeting and felt the need to speak anyways.
This is like a little baffling just how
A little?
like confidently stupid like this feels.
Yeah, I'm also like, did you bother talking to like any trans people? Because like honestly, if you like can't do the research, can't be fucked to actually watch the show yourself. If you're gonna talk about this, the least you can do is find someone who knows what they're talking about. Unless you don't respect them, which is what it feels like, honestly.
Or find the easily locatable posts that both Julia Kay and Ray Rodriguez have made about the production of the show and how Julia Kay was really excited about this scene, actually, because it's a trans character talking about gender dysphoria without any metaphors.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, maybe the trans woman who voiced the trans character who was later confirmed to be trans has a fucking point. Fucking moron.
people.
Goddamn.
That is the only one you can think of or want to discuss before the scene is over.
There are always more options than you think.
Okay, that does not solve the issue here. There are a million things that I can say about this one scene, but it's not a good look. There are other possible
How?
solutions to Snapdragon's mental anguish.
Like what?
And even if it was gender dysphoria, Snapdragon was a trans girl. Transitioning doesn't solve the violent outburst.
Hi, Cherry. I'm
And it
doing
doesn't
good.
excuse them from fighting.
As good as I can watching this fucking shit show. There's someone on my stream. I just declare.
Oh, nice. Oh my god, you're streaming?
Yeah, I was like, well, might as well. I usually stream on Wednesdays anyways when I do try to stream.
Oh, hi, Faf Stream! I didn't realize! Oh my god, though. This
Parallel
is
play.
fucking stupid. Parallel play. This is so fucking stupid. Bro is like, dude, like, Snapdragon transitioning wouldn't solve the violence. Actually,
This is like
it
the
kind of,
whole.
like, would help.
This
Because
is
the violent outburst, like, maybe the reason, like, a lot of trans people can be kind of, like, moody, like, on occasion is because, like, they're unhappy
Yeah, like
I
this is
wonder what
the
could be making them unhappy.
this is
How
the
do we improve their
classic
mood?
the classic chicken before the egg problem that a lot of trans people run into whenever they're trying to get HRT and shit. Because like a lot of states will be like you have to have like a minimum of like a year's therapy. My state where I lived in at the time was like you need to have at least 2 therapists say that you need it, have at least a year in therapy specifically around gender dysphoria. And oh my fucking god, it was just so like, yeah, I'd probably stop being depressed if you fixed the reason for the depression. Thanks for that, brother. Ugh.
Yeah, that sound. Yep. I mean, yep. This is.
I know I'm
fucking
not
incredible.
Yeah, I know it wasn't the only
Fighting
state
school,
either.
And
It's
yet, the
dumb.
one possibility that Caraway offers is transitioning. Let me put it this way, as simply as I can. A political cartoon from a far-right fringe of the internet would probably write this scene very similarly. I know they're not trying to write this way.
What the
It's just-
fuck
What are you
you
fucking talking about?
talking
The more and more that I
about?
go-
A far-right political cartoon would write the scene this like similarly.
A far-right political cartoon would not have this in there at all.
Well, no. I see. He's trying to say he's actually. Oh my god! Wait, he's actually saying the
It's
exact same
anti-woke.
goddamn thing that like Guardian HQ like in the Discord like said of like the scene is grooming of Caraway is grooming like.
Oh my
and,
god, what the
like,
fuck?
I don't know. Maybe you should like listen to the trans person who wrote this about and the trans woman who voiced it. And I don't know the fucking lengths that he is reaching right now are like astonishing. That's incredible.
It's impressive.
How are you this stupid?
Has he been drinking before making this? Mr. White Guy, I think you might be right.
Oh my god, this is like just phenomenal. It's wow. I don't think anyone's ever been this wrong before. Congratulations.
It's impressive. It's genuinely just mainly a matter of like you just do not have the authority to talk about this kind of stuff. I get you're trying to
harsh
anyways.
words and all, but yeah, someone who subscribed to him, as somebody who subscribed to him, but also aware that not all of his takes are good. This was definitely a case of him being completely clueless. Yeah, I do need to stop like just making direct insults, but it's
I mean, be mean.
it is.
Channel your inner hater.
Well, I also have Faf over here encouraging violence.
Yeah.
But it's also like listening to this dude being woefully and on purposefully ignorant for several hours at this point is like it's I am not calling him stupid. I'm saying his actions and words are stupid.
He is ignorant and speaking in a symposium that he wasn't invited to.
I love that symposium.
Symposium. I don't know why that's the word that came to mind, but like genuinely it's just like you do
No,
not have the
no,
right
I
to talk about this stuff. And you don't know
Yeah,
what you're talking about. You legitimately have no fucking clue what you're talking about.
I still can't believe he did the fucking J.K. Rowling thing where he's like, I had toxic standards of what being my gender was, and I thought I could be trans. Like, buddy?
Oh,
Buddy.
I love that because I also feel like that's just begging for people to just get on you. Like, oh, you egg.
Oh my god.
Certified egg
So-
moment.
It's easy to do this when the show is so hated and you know there won't be
Yes.
pushback. Exactly.
Very,
That's
very
what this
true.
whole fucking like review, like his like episode review feels like. He knows he can say whatever he want about High Guardian Spice because nobody gives a shit about it, and everyone's just gonna be like, haha, High Guardian Spice bad, without ever actually watching the show.
Wrong
And it's
layer.
like, look, again, High Guardian Spice is not a good show. It's not perfect. It's not anything. Well, I mean, it exists. But like, it's not a good show. It has many flaws. But guess what? I'm I'm not gonna fucking say that the creators are like stupid and terrible writers for like frankly circumstances out of their goddamn control.
They were doing their best with what they
Literally,
had.
and this dude earlier this guy was like, you can't. Earlier, this guy was like, there were all these other things that had troubled productions, but are considered super good, and it's like that's not the fucking standard. You cannot judge a piece of media based on the fact that like others were able to do something magnificent in terrible circumstances. That is not the fucking norm. Because guess what? We don't talk about those other things that were made in like terrible circumstances because other things made in terrible circumstances are bad, and we don't talk about them because they were bad. So like you can't just be like, "Oh, this one was good though." And it's like, yeah, again, that's the fucking exception.
Cherry picking. It's a lot of cherry picking.
Cherry picking, let's go.
I love my
And
cherries.
The more that I analyze this, the more pissed off I get.
Why?
What were the signs of Snapdragon being trans before this episode? 1, getting pissed that Sage was denigrating men. 2, wearing a mermaid dress that Amaryllis recommended.
And it's
So
a very, very fucking detailed mermaid dress. Like, it'd be one thing if it was like an inflatable
Oh, haha,
ghost.
dressed up as a mermaid.
Yeah, but they didn't really make a
and
joke out of
also,
it or anything either.
Again, it stated that Amaryllis recommended it, but like, who put it on?
Yeah, you
And
can lead a
took
horse
the
to water and can't make
recommendation.
a drink. Did Crunchyroll pay him to
Yeah.
absolve them of their part in jeopardizing the show or
Did Crunchyroll
something?
pay him to absolve them of their part in jeopardizing the show or something? God, that's my
It'd
new
be
conspiracy
so
theory.
fucking funny.
That's my new conspiracy theory, actually.
Oh, God.
Mysterious Mr. Enter is a...
In the pocket of big Crunchyroll.
yeah, pretty...
Oh, that's what's wrong with it. It needs to be like...
God damn.
I'm trying to fucking...
And also, by the way, in the conversation with Sage and stuff, like it felt very clear to me that Snapdragon was upset, like, with what Sage was saying, more so than just she was kind of actually being, like, straight up misandrous.
Still
It
fizzled too
felt
slow.
like more so like, I don't like you're talking about girls and guys and putting me on the guy side. Like, that's how it came off to me. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Sage insinuating Snapdragon was a guy is what made Snapdragon uncomfortable and upset. Like, are you dense?
Brother.
Oh my god.
Intentionally
Which are things that only
dense, it
women
almost
do.
feels
the
like.
girls kill the Sea Dragon thing because
Yeah.
they had to. That makes them cry. The very next scene, Snapdragon is complaining about their broken wrist, and then they start crying.
No.
What are you
that's
trying
not-
to say after that whole discussion? Is this what being a woman is to you?
No.
Crying. And is that something that men don't do?
That's
yeah,
not-
Yeah, I know the stereotype.
That's
People are
not at
more
all what
accepting
that
of
scene
women
was
showing their
conveying.
emotions. As a counterpoint to that,
That's not at all what that scene was conveying. Like, Amaryllis comes up to Snapdragon, says, "Hey, how's your wrist?" And then Snapdragon's like, "Yeah, still hurts." And then all of a sudden, she breaks down, sobbing into her friend's arms, and Amaryllis is like, "Whatever's going on, like, we'll figure it out. I'm here for you, buddy." You know, all that nice friend stuff. And then Snapdragon says, "I really like your nails. Would you still like me if I painted my nails?" And Amaryllis responds with, like, "Only if you promise not to pick an ugly color," or something like that. Like, oh, look, gender affirming. Wow! Ah! Crunchyroll originals have a reputation for being bad. Funny thing is, people have told me High Guardian Spice is ironically one of their best, for what it's worth. That is true. Like, that's exactly why I made the comparison to X-Arm, okay? X-Arm was a shit show that people made fun of, but then they moved the fuck on, and they didn't make deeply personal attacks questioning the creator's, like, ability to create. Like, Jesus Christ.
It's so upsetting, especially since like they had fun at least doing what they could with what they
They
had.
did. They absolutely had fun. Oh, I think I'm done with this. Yay! Pomfiore.
Fiore.
And so the reason I have like a little shrimpy hair clip is because a lot of people, I don't have eyebrows here. I know I don't normally have eyebrows, but like I do draw them like when I draw myself. But like in Twisted Wonderland, Floyd, a character, calls everyone some kind of sea creature, and he calls the main character Shrimpy. And so I've seen a lot of people, like when they draw themselves or the main character ambiguously, not them, like whatever, they draw like some kind of shrimp thing is on the character to identify them as the protagonist, as you. And so I'm like, all right, shrimp hair clip.
Shimpy.
Shrimpy. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't
have you
know how the fuck I should
Have you
work this.
considered making a video ranking magical girl transformations? For some reason, I thought that was a video you
thought
did make.
you
I might have just been
mentioned
imagining it.
doing
No, I
that.
would love to do a magical girl transformation video. I actually had an idea in like college of doing like a series called like, oh god, wait, can I find the Google Doc? Let me find the Google Doc if I can. I hope I can. Hi, Appel. Love you, Appel.
Apple.
Oh god. Well, because he's the poison apple.
Yeah, no, I'm aware.
But his name is Appel. And his last name has something to do with poison.
It's really funny to me also with that, because if we're speaking French, I'm sorry I took French 2 in high school. It's the only option I had. The actual term for apple is pomme de terre. No, I'm thinking of potato. Never mind, I'm lying.
Well, and actually,
Well, even then it's pomme.
Game, Vil also gives, not Vil, Rook also gives everyone like a name and like a nickname.
Mm-hmm.
And while in like the Japanese, when he calls Appel like Monsieur Hime Ringo, so like Princess Apple.
I love that.
In the like translated text, it calls him Pommet.
No, that's really good. I'm sorry. I'm laughing at like, I love switching language for literally no reason in the middle of anything. It's always funny. I could not stop laughing watching the fucking Vanitas dub when he was just like, non, ce n'est pas possible, and just went into French for no reason. Like, thanks, brother.
Fucking Zeno Robinson just learned French for that shit. Like,
Yeah.
dude.
His pronunciation was very on point, I believe.
Yeah. No, I found it. I found my Mr. Princess Apple. Yeah, that's Appel. Like, I mean, I'm sorry. Like, wait. Wait, no. Wait, I gotta pull it up for me. Like, look at Appel. Look at this dude. Is this not like, it's like, oh, it's this little guy. This is a Princess Apple. This is a Princess Apple, but he's Vil's poison apple, and it's like, yeah. Anyway, but I found my old transformation station script that I wrote in fucking high school.
Oh, you actually did get started on one.
No, I did, and I like edited quite a bit of it, but like then it got cast to the void. If you do make that video, I think you should read the transformation of Excalibur Sonic. Okay, I'm looking that up right now.
You gotta put at least a couple of shitpost ones in there. Yeah, you gotta do the one from like Sonic going Supersonic and Sonic Adventure 2.
Excalibur.
Or Sonic or Sonic the Movie 3. Which I don't give a shit what anyone says. I fucking love the Sonic movies. They're so good. What the hell is that noise?
I'll watch that later. Sorry.
Oh.
That was me trying to find it. But like, I'm like, oh god, this is so like, oh god, wait, sorry, let me be 17 for a second. Hello everyone, Mew Cake here, and welcome to a new show I'm gonna call transformation station where I'm dying. And no, literally, this was when Kira Kira a la mode was airing, because I'm like, not to mention one that's pretty recent, Kira Kira a la mode. It's got furries, it's got lesbians, but most importantly, it has transformation sequences. That is a real line that
You've grown so much. That was the most Watch Mojo ass introduction.
No!
You didn't know.
Like, it's insult. Well, no, I actually really like it. Look, I watched
I'm so
The
sorry.
Mysterious Mr. Enter. I watched Watch Mojo. I was a child.
You were a
okay?
child. That's why I was like, you've
Oh
gotten
my-
so much better.
Thank you. Oh my god. Oh, that's so funny.
I'm so sorry! I wasn't trying to be mean! Like I said, you got better! Please!
No, you're fine. Rest in peace, Mew Cake. So actually, the reason I changed my name, like I was like, because people kept like, it started off as a joke on fucking Skype of all things.
Classic.
People like calling me, so, like it was just kind of a joke, and I was like, Cake of the Muse, haha. But then, like I just kind of kept it, and then I was like, hey, wait a minute, if I put my name like this, then nobody will call me Mew, because like the only reason my name was Mew Cake was because of like I was in very specifically a Tokyo Mew Mew like sphere where everyone was named Mew something, and so like we because we were in that community, we all just naturally assumed your name was what came after the Mew. But like once I move out of those communities, like it becomes a different game. So it's just kind of like, I'm not Mew. I'm not a Pokemon. I'm a cat girl.
You took like such a silly silly ass, like kind of opposite end in a way to my friend. I didn't realize that this was the real reason. I was told, or like what I remembered was that my friend Soap, their name
Soap?
came, yeah, I call them Soap. We all call them Soap. In
Cake of the Mewtwo.
yeah,
Yes.
in kindergarten, like their name's Sophie, but they were like no one could pronounce it, so everyone just called them Soap, and it stuck with it. That's what I thought was the case, but no,
cute.
apparently my girlfriend at the time was bullying them and called them Soap instead of Sophie, and it stuck because we had no fucking clue that she didn't like them. I was like, oh no. And
Oh, no.
it's okay. They kept it. They like reclaimed it. I guess they're
Reclaim it.
reclaimed Soap.
I have to go reclaim Soap. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Okay.
BRB, and then we'll finish this garbage.
All right.
Yay! I return. Oh wait, let me get them.
I hope everyone is having a lovely Wednesday so far. No, you're not. You're just a freak. I don't know why that made me think of. I think Coolsville sucks.
Oh my god! Oh, where's the Starfy music? Here we go. All right, I'll return.
I hope everyone's having a pleasant little Wednesday evening so far. You have any like summer traditions you're excited to get into? We usually go camping every year, and I'm kind of excited for that. I pitched going to Colorado this time, and hopefully that ends up being the case. It was kind of funny last time I went though, because I got like really lightheaded when we got to Garden of the Gods, and I was like, okay, it's because I started smoking. That's probably why. No, apparently I started donating blood, and they told me that apparently I have sickle cell trait. And I told my friend, and they were like, I thought you knew that already. Because I have a tendency to bleed quite a bit. It's a bit of a mess. Our camping trips are always a mess, though. I hope that if we go to a different state entirely, that it'll be better, because it was pretty bad last time. The Starfy music bangs. I always thought that it was Harvest Moon for some reason. I don't even know if Cake left me on, come to think of it. Okay, that's a better base for the fucking suspenders, I think. Wrong layer. I make 800 even for just line art because I know me. Also excited to try going to the drive-in theater again. That's always a fun time. I think that was the first place that I saw Nightmare on Elm Street, actually. Which was a time, I kind of wanted to go see Rocky Horror instead, but like, I was told that if you're going to watch Rocky Horror Picture Show for the first time, do not go to one of those because you will get fucking hazed for being never watching it before. I'm just like, why the fuck would people do that? It's so fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Rar.
Hello.
Did you mute me? Because I was trying to fill in the void a little bit.
No.
Okay.
I muted my mic.
Alright. People simply do not go camping or do anything special for summer, or just didn't want to share, that's fine.
Wait, oh yeah, wait, can people hear? Yeah, no, they can hear you.
Alright.
We have. What is your character name?
My channel
Or
name...
Your channel name.
Fafnir Volos, but if you just put Fafnir VT, that should probably come up. I think I weirdly... I started VTubing so late, and I was like, there's no fucking way Fafnir VT is available everywhere. And it was! I'm just like, what the fuck? It's such a well-known little dragon name, term, whatever. That was like a color palette in Gaia Online. I didn't even use it. I just thought that it was cool.
You just like the name.
I just like the name.
Oh,
and also, like, I'm a dragon, so it makes sense.
Faf, I see you, like, live react stuff, cake views. Ah!
Yeah.
That's us!
That's me.
It's me! Anyway, let's continue the suffering.
Yeah.
I was crying here earlier.
I thought a commercial got on for a second and I
Also,
got so
there's something else
confused.
that points to Snapdragon not being trans. They refuse to transition
Oh my
magic.
god.
And keep in mind,
Oh my
Terraform
god.
says-
This true scum motherfucker. I'll just fucking type it in chat.
Oh my god. Holy shit. Wait.
Or you can
bro
just click on my name. Happy
he
to
just
have new
said it.
friends. He just said it. He just
said it.
he just said the true
Also-
scum thing. It's incredible with this whole ass chest.
Snapdragon does not, like, explicitly reject the transition magic. Like, girl just needs to, like, think about it.
Yeah, and even if she did, it's like medically transitioning just isn't for everyone, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like, it doesn't make you any less trans if you decide that you don't want to have HRT, or you have HRT and it's like, oh, this just isn't for me.
Will somebody tell that to the mysterious Mr. Enter, the
Yeah.
arbiter of trans?
And, like, some people also just literally can't. Like, when it comes to testosterone especially, your cholesterol goes up, and your LDL and everything. And I have too much red blood now. The Red Cross is hemorrhaging me like a fucking stuffed pig because I have too much blood. Literally, I have too much blood. And, like, that's a nightmare for me who has, like, a family history that's, like, full of high blood pressure and strokes and shit. But I'm doing it anyways. I mean, if a doctor tells me I have to stop, I guess I will. But, oh my god, it's just, like, not for everyone. And that's fine. You don't even need a reason to not just do it. It's like, I don't want to. It's like... That's all the reason you need. Doesn't make you any less trans. Some people have a situation where they can't do it either because, like, they're like living with their family and shit still.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm the cis ally.
Why are you not booing? I'm right.
Oh my god. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah, I get very, very upset about people being like, you have to medically transition in order to be trans. It just pisses me off because my fucking dad was like that. He was just like, because I had like a step sibling on his side, and he didn't believe that they were trans, And the reason was because they weren't medically transitioning. And I was just like, so if I didn't medically transition, you wouldn't see me as a guy? And he's like, he avoided the question entirely. I'm like, yeah, that's what I fucking thought, you piece of shit white man.
What? Oh, is your dad white?
Yeah,
Ah, damn.
that explains a
I'm
lot.
sorry. I'm sorry. That's really funny that you're just like about your own dad. You piece of shit.
Everyone fucking hates either their dad or their mom or both. That's not a unique thing.
No, but it's just I don't know. Something about like the specificity of it is funny. Okay. Also, I can't even argue with that because it's like, yeah, I'm not a fan of my dad either.
Exactly. Everyone has their own fucking people that they just don't want to deal with, and that's fine.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say piece of shit. Well, I can't say it because I'm also white, so that doesn't really.
Yeah, you can't land the fucking white. You can't land the white plane as a white person.
I can do the white woman jump scare.
You can do the white woman jump scare quite immaculately.
Thank you, I tried.
That he takes the potion once a month. This implies that the transition is temporary, as in a person could go back and forth. It is also implied that the transition magic has no side effects, because if it does have side effects, Caraway not mentioning them is another bad look.
Fuck.
I'm feeling like I'm forgetting something.
We'll be safe inside. This type that can't get
Oh
in.
yeah.
Oh, right.
Ow.
After all of that, the main plot of this episode is just so secondary. The girls put on
It's
magical
not.
rings because can't have an anime without a magical girl transformation.
literally not
Except you can,
that.
and you really should because this is the wrong genre for that.
What do you mean
What
wrong
do they
genre?
mean by
It's a
that?
bit late to start a new romance that will never be resolved.
Yeah, it's
also,
just a
learn new ways to write romance. This is like the fifth
It's
time we've
just
seen
a
characters give each other
cute
Google eyes
little
for nothing.
thing.
Why not stay a mermaid? We'd get to hang out more.
Hey, dinner and a movie first, buddy.
This is Bubbles.
Why is she so cute?
Because she was designed before the merch deal fell through. Then Rosemary
What?
dies again.
Huh.
That's pretty cool. We also learned that Rosemary puts dicks in her diary.
I cannot believe how many dogs Rosemary drew in her diary.
That's not so cool. Rosemary tries
It's
talking
a joke. Later on, Rosemary, Olive says, and you draw so many, dongs in your diary, and Rosemary's like, those are swords!
It's really good. Because Guy doesn't know what humor is. It's so sad.
This guy doesn't understand, how to be funny.
With your help, we can find a new humor gland to transplant into him because he obviously needs it.
Oh, absolutely. But, his body will probably reject it. He literally cut off part of the dialogue, yes, that. God. Yeah,
He's been doing that a lot for this video.
Yeah, well...
What fucking layer is this on? Sorry.
Oh, the struggle. The struggle is, in fact, real, anyway.
Mermaid English, that's also not cool. Then Sage chooses her magic stick, which is kind of cool, admittedly. And then Rosemary puts down the water dragon like Old Yeller, which is very cool. Rest in peace, Duty Dragon the Fifth.
I couldn't stop the spell.
It's not your fault, Sage. The effectiveness of new magic conceals how unmanageable it can be.
What?
The fucking Ace Attorney
fucking
music.
Ace
No, you
Attorney
are
music.
correct. This is quite, the contradiction. Because, literally earlier in the series, Rosebud was like, new magic can do anything! And, kind of low-key making fun of Sage for, not wanting to use it. But then she's like, no, it's not your fault. New magic does have dangers. But, yes, that is, a plot hole and something that could have been cleaned up if the writers had more fucking time. But, also, I don't know, man. If it's whatever. I don't care at this point.
Doesn't fucking matter.
I remember the re-upload of the mermaid transformation. The Ty was really condescending. People really hate for no reason. Genuinely.
Okay, crazy ass potions lady. What the hell were you going on about in episode 5?
New magic
True.
doesn't require the hours of ritual, the reckoning, the effort. New magic multiplies your power and lets you do what you want. Balance schmalance. You've got a terrasphere now, haven't you?
Seriously, Everyone has been going on and on and on and on about how fucking great new magic is, and how you can do anything and everything, and why ever use old magic ever? Especially
Well, and actually, also, if you fucking, I don't know, pay attention, you can see, like, how new magic is dangerous, and how in episode 3, when, fucking Amaryllis is just shooting off spells like a crazy person, and, like, destroying other things, and, like, I feel like that scene was a pretty big indicator, hey, maybe new magic is dangerous. Like, I don't know.
This guy.
And then, wait, I'm drawing a tiny rook. I've never drawn rook before, but it's like Pomfiore dorm uniform, courtesy of Rook. Who knows beauty and fashion. To be honest, I keep headcanon Sage simply got much more magical capacity than your average witch, and new magic was described as you're multiplying your power. So someone, yeah, because Amaryllis is unhinged. That is true, though. That too is true. But, like, Amaryllis, in those scenes when she was blasting off spells, you could see her kind of, like, recoil a little bit. Almost like she was using magic that was a little too strong for her to handle. Like, oh, fucking... This is a fine critique of saying that, like, the teacher lady is contradicting herself, because she is. But, like, I don't know. It's not nearly as, like, upsetting, I feel, as Bro is making it out to be.
He keeps doing this, making such big deals out of stuff that's not a big deal.
The effectiveness of new magic conceals how unmanageable it can be.
Literally everything that you established about new magic, everything, all of it, 100%, everything, it is gone in one stupid, broken, useless, worthless line of dialogue.
I mean,
and this
I don't
line
know.
of dialogue is so bad that it makes this episode even
It's
uglier
really not that
and
bad.
carries even more unfortunate implications within it. I am going to play 2 lines back to back.
Oh, God.
One from episode 3, and this fucking line of dialogue again.
Yeah.
I was born into a female body, but it wasn't the right body for me.
Yeah.
So I used new magic to change it.
Okay,
It's
so it is
not
new
your
magic.
fault, Sage. The effectiveness of new magic conceals how unmanageable it can be.
What are you saying?
What's
new
the-
magic is unmanageable, huh? The new magic that one character has been spending the episode recommending to a student who is a teenager.
What?
Think! This isn't child's play. This isn't a game. You want to deal with serious subject matter, then don't just fuck around and think you're gonna get a ton of social credit by turning in your first past work. I get it. You wanted representation. But personally, I think that trans people deserve better representation than this. This episode is really bad.
What
no, that's
the
not it. This episode is offensively bad.
It's
Like,
really
so
not.
It's
bad,
really
I
not.
debated ending this whole thing here.
It's
because
not.
You cannot redeem a series after an episode like this.
Why not?
After a line like that.
It's-
After this and this and this and
Why
this
do
and
you
this after
hate
an
that
episode like
fucking
this. After a line
extent?
like that. After
What?
It perfectly conveys what it's trying. He keeps, like, using this fucking frame to say that, like, the show is bad and the art is bad and stuff. And it's like, you have literally used that expression as a reaction in this video.
Yeah.
You are literally, like, using it for its intended purpose.
I think he's just, like, doing the thing that a lot of reviewers did at the time, like, oh, CalArt style, and it's like... And it looks...
Mr. Can't
Good.
get a cartoon produced.
this and this and this and this and this and this.
What is
No,
wrong
the
with
show
it?
Had good intentions, but this is exactly
Like,
where
so-
the phrase "the road to hell"
Oh,
is
shut
created.
the fuck
Shut
up.
the
This
fuck
is
up.
okay. I think this is genuinely, like, I'm getting heated because, like, he acts like such a fucking authority on this. He acts like, I know everything about writing, and also I'm a good and caring person who cares about the messages cartoons put out. So I can crucify whatever show I want if I deem it has a bad message. And it's like, again, you're saying that the trans characters made by trans people are bad representation? What the fuck?
And it's like, again, you can't speak for these people. This is another thing. I feel like I have no choice but to bring up things that you could not possibly understand as a white person. But the Boondocks,
Yeah.
a lot of people were calling racist, even though it was made by black people. For black people, because that's honestly just kind of our sense of humor a lot of the time is very Boondocks adjacent. Yeah, so I'm just like, it just drives me nuts when people try to speak on minorities that they just do not have, like, if they just have experience with them and just know them, that's still, like, you didn't live that experience, you just know of it, and know what people might have experienced, and it's like, you are making this judgment based on your own experiences, what it means, and you can't make it because, like, that's what you think, it's not what you know, and it's always going to be what you think, and it's never going to be what you know.
Yeah.
I feel like I ended up coming up with a nothing burger at the end of that, but
No, you're right. You're right.
I'm sure there's like some the bad lesbian representation that you could also point to as well. I'm sorry for putting you on the spot. You can you can chew if you don't want to use that as an example.
I don't fucking here. I'm just here.
You're just
anyway.
here. You're just vibing.
Let's just end this.
Every right to that.
You like he just has like this like let's just end this like the road to hell is paved with good intentions. It's like you're not cool. You're not saying anything like significant. You're just kind of being a dick. And for what fucking reason? Like, oh no, you didn't like you didn't understand the fucking. I guess it's kind of offensive how much
Yeah,
he
it's
takes
very
offense
offensive.
to like a trans person's like. And again, here's the thing: could those scenes have been written better?
Obviously.
Undoubtedly, of course, they are a little clunky and they are like a little odd, but like or like strangely worded. I think is a better way.
Mhm.
But like again, the way he insinuates that the scene with Caraway and Snapdragon was like was similar to like a far right person's idea of people transing your kids. That's fucking disgusting to say.
And doesn't make any fucking sense either.
Mr. Let's make the kids and adults.
The adults in my
the adults in my
concept.
I don't even know, man. Just like, oh, it's getting really late. Oh yeah, good night.
Night night.
I'm so yay. But like, this is unhinged. He sounds like a fucking crazy person, and I guess he is with the 9/11 comment. No, that's never going to be lived down. Because that, like...
It's gonna be hard to live that down. That's some fucking insane shit to say.
Well, no, and especially because he has a fucking history of just saying insane shit off the cuff. Like this! Anyway.
That's why I write scripts. I feel like I say insane shit off the cuff all the time.
Last atrocity,
But you
might
gotta
be wondering
think
if there's
before you
anything more I
speak.
can say, or there's any way that the final episode could top it. And I'm gonna be upfront, episode 12 is not as bad an episode as episode 11. It's not a good episode, in any sense of the word, but it's not that bad. Although I will say, it does present us with an entirely new set of problems.
How?
Episode 12 is the climax. Attack on Titan.
What?
I mean, Attack on High Garden Academy. This is the episode where we are truly introduced to our villain.
Fine, that's
yes,
a bit of a
episode
joke.
12, the very last one. We get introduced to Mandrake.
Some brand of
He's
joke.
been hired to finish off the girls after all of his failure that one time. If you can say anything about Mandrake, it's...
You're so soft. No wonder they almost killed you.
You've seen this guy before.
Yeah.
His personality is the most generic fantasy assassin.
Yeah,
that you
he's
can imagine.
Tumblr sexy
I'm gonna
man.
Kill you, and I'm
Literally.
doing it. because everyone
He
else is
should've
stupid
been.
and I'm so edgy.
Yeah.
I thought I asked
The people
for
were
poison.
sleeping.
If there is any twist,
Wait, what is
he has
that?
the ability to shapeshift into anyone that he wants.
Wait,
and that's a cool idea.
what was that voice?
It can actually is any twist is stupid and I'm so
What was
edgy.
that voice?
I thought I asked for poison.
I need to look
If
something
there
up
is
real
any
quick.
twist, he has
Yeah.
the ability to shapeshift into
I
anyone he wants.
insist.
And that's a cool idea. It can actually recontextualize the series if your main villain could have been anyone at any time throughout the whole
But he
thing.
didn't show
After
up
that
until
kind of
it.
reveal, it can add a rewatch bonus. You know, when you get to that scene where a character may have been acting just a little tiny bit out of character, just a little
But they
bit
weren't.
suspicious.
No,
It's a
they
good thing that he was
weren't.
only introduced in the last episode, and the series didn't use this idea at all.
Yeah, because
It
they
takes
didn't
so
need
slow. I shouldn't
to.
have to say this, but it does bear repeating because at this point I want to bury the knife as much as I possibly can. You have good ideas, High Guardian Spice, and it pisses me off with how abrasively you choose not to use them.
Voiced
No, instead of having this guy throughout the
okay,
entire
who-
series,
what else
who
have-
could have transformed into anyone, we need generic cat girl that sits in the background and that can only
He's
be a
not
cat.
generic
Why does all
cat
of you
girl.
exist?
You're just
Maybe it
fucking
is best that we don't see
stupid and
Mandrake
you
throughout
don't
the entire series, though, because
understand.
Mandrake is the biggest fucking moron
He's
that I've ever
funny.
come across. All of the characters are morons, but Mandrake really takes it to the next level. I'm gonna rip for a while because
Oh my
there's
god!
no other way to tell.
Mandrake is Okaroon in
Okaroon.
Dandadan.
Oh, I never watched Dandadan. I know I need to. It is definitely on my list.
I was about to be like, dude, you
Dude,
gotta watch
brother.
Dandadan.
That and the Summer Hikaru Diet are like on the top of my list right now.
Oh my god, dude, the Summer Hikaru Diet is so fucking good. Oh, hey, look, another like piece of queer media that people are like weird about half the time.
Oh yeah, and it's because they're like teenagers or whatever. Like it's a coming of age
Yeah.
story, and that doesn't ever
Yeah.
happen.
It's almost like
And kids aren't allowed to
it's-
have complex thoughts and feelings.
Oh no, Chicory. Who the fuck is Chicory?
Chicory sounds familiar. What is?
No, it's in High Guardian Spice.
Oh, I think I thought you were talking about the game Chicory.
No. Cat Girl redemption arc needed. No, she was gonna. She did. I want to see it. Anyway.
After this episode, then taking it apart scene by scene. All
Why?
claims their plan is luring Rosemary into which country to see her mom.
Her mom's in which country?
Her mom is Lavender.
Ah, yes, the most competent assassin that you could afford. Doesn't even know that the target's mother is the very famous hero who is working
Hold on, I
for
gotta look
your
up
boss.
now too.
Throughout this entire episode, Olive is reluctant to kill the girls.
Yeah.
Which is completely out of character. She had little to no hesitation during the Halloween episode.
She wasn't
but here she wants to do
killing
anything but
them,
kill.
though.
And while you could argue that it's because she's now afraid of the girls, one, Olive now has this big, powerful assassin, and two, no, Olive is clearly on some kind of moral high horse that she doesn't have any right to be on.
She wasn't killing them though, and because she was sent to like basically intimidate them to get them to which country. That's Rosemary's brother. It does look like her brother actually.
I got nosy and I'm laughing really hard because Okarun Dandadan played Dandan in Delicious in Dungeon. He was just like a side character for like an episode, but like I just think that's really funny.
Oh yeah, of course. I don't know. It's so like you're not. I don't know. Like Olive throughout both fucking like episodes that she stars in is like, I don't want to kill these guys. I don't want to kill them. My job is to bring them to which country. That's all I'm doing. And even when she used the spark spell, like she turned people to stone. Yeah, but that
guess
didn't
it
kill
was,
them because they were easily like unturned to stone. Mr. Dementia.
I love this bit. This is a good bit. Good. 4.8 stars.
Out of 5?
Out of 5, of course.
Yeah, cool. But it's like, it's fucking insane. What is your goddamn problem? And I think this is the first, like, real, like, digital Twisted Wonderland art I've done.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
This is the first time I've drawn something in, like, complete in, like, over a year, hopefully. I don't know if I will finish this.
This is the first digital Twisted Wonderland character fan art I've done, and it's a fucking...
It's fucking what?
Rook. When you're hate blocking, you only tend to focus on what you can shit on. That is
Yes,
true.
that is very true.
I like Rook. but it's like he's not even. He's not,
It's
like,
not even
alive.
Malleus. That's quite funny, honestly. Shut up.
Look, honestly, dude, frankly, I don't think that I like specifically like have a crush on like Malleus in like the traditional sense. I think it's just I want to be loved, and he definitely like has a thing for the player like unconditionally, and it's like,
Mhm.
oh,
Checks the
I
right
want that.
boxes at the right time.
I want that. I want to be loved.
I mean-
I want to be doted on.
I remember, like, at a convention, me and a friend, I should gas myself up a little bit more. Did you guys ever see, like, the, Hatsune Miku Eggman cosplay?
Yeah.
That's the guy that I was hanging out with at the convention.
Yeah.
But, he was just like, oh, fucking, vending machine anime is playing, like, the isekai fucking...
Yeah.
And we were just like, oh yeah, that's gonna be bad. Let's hate watch that. And then we were mad because we left and was like, that was actually really funny.
Yeah. Like, it's...
If you're willing to open your eyes, honestly, you can enjoy things if you let yourself. Go on.
If you change your mind. Yeah, anyway, this shit is just... I don't know, anyway.
Killing the girls is wrong.
So, Mandrake disguises himself as Lavender, and he does it to question Rosemary. And you know what he wants to know?
Tell me what you and your friends know about the rot. Do you know what's causing it?
Writers, I think you've forgotten this, but the rot isn't a secret. Time is in Ligarth because all of the Fairy Woods is infected with the rot. That's the premise behind her character.
Well, no, he's probably asking that to be like, it's like, tell me what you know about the rot. Do you know what's causing it?
Yeah.
That's the mystery, dumbass! Ooh, sorry, that was mean.
The rot isn't some underground
Be mean.
murder cult.
Who else knows about it?
You only have the devil on your shoulder right now.
Oh, and time and parsley.
Rosemary is definitely an idiot going on and on about everyone who knows, not suspecting a goddamn thing, but like, the rot is not a secret! It's a secret to nobody! Rosemary doesn't even list all the people that she knows.
The characters
The mermaids, the potions teacher, once again, everyone in the fucking Fairy Woods. Mandrake is about to kill Rosemary, but Rosemary mentions that Caraway knows. And then, Mandrake just leaves. Okay, so can you tell me why Mandrake didn't just go through with killing Rosemary? He doesn't need her for any more information at this point. And not killing her doesn't speed up his mission, because his mission is to kill her.
I have
Mandrake
hate
is
watched
trying
and
to kill
still
Rosemary,
found good. You
and
just
will
need to be
continue try
actively
kill
seeking
Rosemary
for
throughout the
it.
entire episode.
Yeah.
When he has her alone and unsuspecting.
Yeah, as for my High Guardian Spice gear, I actually started with episode 9 since I saw some footage in
some hate vid.
Then I actually started being interested since Rose vs. Olive was kind of super. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, it's
And
good to be
cat girls are
nosy.
fucking
Caraway was
awesome.
mentioned. I reiterate. Mandrake's mission was to kill the girls. Figuring out who knows about the rot is completely secondary. Actually, no, it's not. Because, once again, everyone knows about the rot.
Not
And Mandrake is looking around
everyone.
Caraway's room as Caraway. Mandrake doesn't lock Caraway in a room or anything, so no shit, Caraway
he
enters
didn't
and we have
know.
this fucking clone bullshit. It's mercifully brief at least. I will say, some of the magical action they have in this episode is definitely interesting. It's flashy, and the action is apparently one of the few things that the show is competent at, but...
You used old and new magic together.
At this point, I just don't give a fuck.
No, so this is a criticism that I will agree with. When I first watched High Guardian Spice, like when it first came out, that was all I could fucking think the entire time. I'm like,
Why didn't he kill her?
Just use both. Nobody says you have to use like one or the other. You can use both. Like, that was what I was feeling the entire fucking time. So that is a criticism that, yeah, that's fair.
I don't know what that means. New magic versus old magic does not make sense, no matter how you try to make sense of it.
It does
End of
actually.
story.
A solid foundation in old magic gives one the potential to merge their strengths.
A solid foundation in old magic, huh? Which is why they haven't heard about this until the end of their first term. Which is why the school has been constantly going on and on about how great new magic
That's
is
only
and how
one
useless old magic
teacher.
is. How you, Caraway, specifically said they wouldn't be using much old magic at this school. They're making it up as they go. There is no other answer, because any other answer makes
No.
just as much sense as new magic.
Who was that guy?
A shapeshifter.
No shit.
A highly dangerous shapeshifter.
No shit.
Oh.
Don't engage and don't alert the other students.
I need to change
For their
that.
own safety.
There's a murderous
Damn.
maniac on school.
I normally
grounds.
take my
Should we
tee shot
tell the
today,
people
but then I
about this so maybe they can
slipped
evacuate?
because I had to go to a
Maybe
fucking
get their
baseball game,
weapons?
so now I have to
Nah,
move
nah,
it to
nah,
Friday.
That's a bad idea. We shouldn't do
Oh,
that.
no.
The students learning to fight and identify threats couldn't possibly handle this, even together. What the hell even is this school? Mandrake
oh,
tries to
what's
poison the other
Hallrit?
teachers, but because all of
Oh,
the
my
side quests
boy.
push
Oh,
from
that
morality
looks
off
bad.
screen,
I'm getting
she
off
switches
of
it for
that.
a sleeping potion. I'm sorry, napping potion. And why?
We're not supposed to draw attention.
They're planning on burning down the school.
There's so many
Even
things
ignoring that,
happening on my
episode
second
just
screen
established
right
that
now.
Poisoning is just what fucking happens at High Garden Academy. Honestly, I'm guessing the authorities would be suspicious if they didn't get any poisoning victims every now and again at this point. I know that all of it is trying to find a conscience, but it's a stupid excuse.
Okay, that's a better
No.
arrangement.
What Mandrake believes her is even more stupid. Speaking of stupid,
Is this the only door that leads up to the school?
Yeah, the rest lead down.
because of Parsley's adventures with a Parasex, we know that at least one of these roads leads back up to the school. But even ignoring that, it's a fucking forge. A forge requires a chimney for the smoke to escape.
Yeah.
I mean, a way out of the building. Granted, it's not a convenient way out of the building, but it is a way out.
Attention, students of High Guardian Academy. Your attendance is required at the forge for a mandatory
See,
assembly.
look, they're doing their
Any
nails.
Students who are absent will risk
Deranged
failing the
behavior. Who
term.
does
That
that?
message sounds really suspicious. Should we tell the other students not to go down into what we can predict is an obvious trap? Nah, that'd be dangerous. Let's not do that.
Okay, anyways.
You can't have swearing. This is a kid's show.
It's the girls.
Funny.
The girls aren't in there.
How the fuck do you know? You're not in the room.
They didn't follow your orders, boss.
Once again, how the fuck do you know?
She's
Anyway,
ribbing
Mandrake
him.
closes the door on them and lights the place
God
on fire.
forbid.
Mandrake lights the blacksmith forge on fire. The place underground, made of stone and rock, built to be fire resistant, with several escape tunnels. Oh no!
It's not
We're all
that
doomed.
serious.
We're gonna
Not
die.
that
This girl
serious.
seems fine with it though.
There's smoke pouring in now. We're all gonna die.
What have you been learning for the whole term?
Now we kill everyone. Make it look like an accident.
I don't know,
A
man.
spell gone wrong.
I know we're trying to make this look like an accident, but do you think that force field over the school is gonna look suspicious at all?
I can't.
Nah, it's not
I'm not
suspicious.
drawing anymore. I
mean,
don't know.
Sure,
Fuck.
it looks like someone tried to trap everyone.
You're
in
too
the front,
locked
but-
I don't
into
know
this
what-
but
fucking
no, ever
hell.
suspect that it isn't an accident.
I don't know. I just don't have anything.
Rosemary language. This is a kid's show.
It's-
I can't imagine anyone older than
Brother.
7 getting this
Fuck
far in.
My first crush. Can you find the books that start with the first letter of his dumb name?
Why try to be funny and cut it off with a swear?
Is it a nitpick that I think that Astor couldn't have possibly been Rosemary's first crush? Rosemary goes on and on so much about her backstory in Pebble that it's hard to imagine that the crush that we saw on screen was actually her first one. Meanwhile, Sage and Parsley are putting out the fires. Ah yes, in a world with infinite magic, water is the way to go. In a library full of paintings and books,
Dude!
vulnerable to water.
Whatever!
There's a million spells they could have used that would have put out the fires without risking the books.
But we don't know those spells, and for all you fucking know, have like an like a hydrophobic spell on them so that they can't get wet. But you don't know that. And you're
Hydrophobic
just
spell.
assuming the worst. And you're just assuming the worst because you fucking suck. I don't know. That's mean. I'm sorry.
No, you're
Sand
right.
spells, removing the oxygen, or burning that, a spell that just snuffs out fire.
Oh, wrong thing.
Devil is still on
Element
your shoulder.
required. Mandrake manages to catch time, and then
Yeah.
this happens.
Mandrake, let me do it.
Really? Why the change of heart?
In a show full of stupid characters who've had 12 episodes to continually prove how low their IQ
I'm trying
is,
to find
it is
something to
honestly
draw.
impressive how you can prove to be the most idiotic imbecile that I've ever had the misfortune of watching on screen in the span
You
of
are
30
not
seconds.
funny or
I'd
cool.
ask, how stupid are you? But the answer to that question would cause physics to break down. Like, my god, Patrick Star is looking at you through the window snickering to himself. And
yeah.
Mandrake's not supposed to be an idiot. He's supposed to be the
I could
edgy,
throw the
hyper-confident
adoptable I'm
assassin
drawing at
who
you.
really needs to get the job done. I mean, fair enough. All his
wah.
character turn is just as established as the first one, but still. And you know what the funniest thing about this scene is?
there anything
Mandrake
else
didn't
I'm
have to say or do anything. He's got time held
Let's
down,
look at the
right?
details.
So he just tells Olive to get the knife out of his pants.
Ah, okay. Use my knife.
Why didn't Olive just take the knife of her own accord? Is this some kind of vampire influence?
No,
where catgirls need
it's
permission to take
just
from you?
funny.
Just have Olive pull the knife from Mandrake.
Why
and then
not?
stab,
She's like,
and you don't make
she's
your villain look like
unsuspecting.
Mandrake. I mean,
So
even-
so imagine, like if Olive tried to take the knife, Mandrake feels it, and he's like, oh, whoa. And the situation turns around. She needed Mandrake to like think she was like doing it like on behalf of, I don't fucking know.
Shit.
This is stupid. This is fucking stupid.
I had a lace brush this entire time.
Damn.
Then, Mandrake is once again waiting an awfully long time to not kill someone. And while these battles could have been interesting, they're very dynamic and interestingly drawn. The fact that the participants are so stupid makes everything
They're
seem just so
not.
horrendously
You're
forced.
just kind of being an
Also,
asshole.
I'd be remiss if I didn't mention this. Mandrake could have won this fight, but then he took an arrow to the knee. Look, the Hobbit movies couldn't make that look
Topical.
cool. You don't have a chance in Oblivion. Meanwhile, in the basement, the plan is to
Chance
go
in
into
Oblivion.
a hole. Okay, question. Wasn't the Forge picked because...
Is this the only door that leads up to the school?
Yeah, the rest lead down.
So consider, like, also they're stuck in there. So also imagine, like, they're stuck in there with, like, the rest of the school being on fire. Smoke inhalation, dumbass.
Brother.
He's
He's like fucking doing all this nitpicking, and then for some reason that's the thing that he's not like. It's a little weird.
I don't.
So, who's the fuck up here? Mandrake for not carrying the down was bad, or the students for using down? There should be some kind of emotional resonance to seeing bits and pieces of High Garden Academy blown up. Seeing the school get all blasted up, it's supposed to pack an emotional punch, and it feels like High Garden Spice is trying to cash in on something it didn't earn. Because I don't give a damn about this setting. You had 10 episodes.
I mean,
to give us
obviously,
some
we could tell,
specific
brother.
personality, and yet half of those episodes didn't even take place at the school. It's easy to forget
No,
that the setting
they were
is a
there
character
for
in
a
and of itself,
while.
and when you do your job right, we should feel similarly when the library is set on fire to when Rosemary or Sage get blasted out of the sky. But because this series was so focused on nonsense, it couldn't give a proper character to the
Do you
setting
not realize
beyond
that in the garden, like, they're still at school?
He doesn't care.
I don't know. I know he doesn't. I don't know what to draw. I'm just sitting. I've literally just been looking at my thing for, like, fucking ever. Damn it.
Ugh.
generic magical school where no one has a brain. Anyway, the episode ends when Mandrake blasts away because he failed to steal Pikachu. Then some firefighters come in with conventional water. This is a world of magic. You only gotta be level 5 to use the title.
They literally used water magic in the fucking library. Sage has these, like, it's like this in case of fire, use this, and these
Break
cool, like,
glass, yeah.
water gauntlets that you complained about, but now that there's, like, fire hoses, you're like, they should be using the setting. Like, are you... What the hell is your problem?
This guy.
This guy.
Wave spell. It's not as good as Fireball, granted, but it's still a pretty useful one. At the very, very end, they try to set up an adventure continues. But at this point, I think that every person involved is quite aware that this adventure isn't going to continue ever again.
We had some sick moves yesterday, High Guardian Spice.
I don't know about Guardians or Spice, but I
Title
can believe
drop.
someone somewhere is very high.
Because of our names.
I mentioned this in episode 1,
Fuck
but yeah,
off.
they're not
Who
spices.
cares?
Should have named one marijuana.
Name. It just doesn't roll off the tongue. And it's finally time to close the book on this one.
What was that? What was that?
So,
Editing.
as of-
Oh, white man jump scare.
White man jump scare.
Okay, wait, no, what was the editing?
Because of our names.
I mentioned this in episode 1, but yeah, they're not spices. They're herbs. Also, High Guardian Spice is a terrible name. It just doesn't roll off the
And
tongue.
High Guardian
It's
Herb
finally
is
time to
fucking
close the-
awful.
Why did you? What? Oh, wait.
Spice is a terrible name. It just doesn't roll off the tongue. And it's finally
I'd
time
say it rolls off the
Okay,
tongue
okay.
pretty well.
Okay, never mind. It was a bit. It's funny. It's fine. Anyway, that video sucked.
Yeah.
And I can't believe it took me almost 6 hours.
It took you twice the length of the fucking video.
Wow! Holy shit.
I only subbed in at the end. At least I thought I only subbed in at the end, but Jesus fucking Christ. Means I've been streaming for 3 hours.
That was bad.
It's pretty fucking
That was
awful.
bad.
Pretty doo-doo ass, dare I say it.
I think my favorite part was when he insinuated that the trans characters in the trans show made by trans people was bad trans representation.
That's
my favorite part.
That was the fucking knife in the knife place for me.
The knife in the knife place.
I couldn't think of the words. Straw that broke the camel's back was too generous.
Okay, that's fair, yeah.
What do you think of my lovely little lady that I spent these 3 hours trying to do the fucking line art for?
Have you been? Were you streaming it to me? I haven't.
Oh no.
I don't know.
Oh, these flowers look really good.
Oh, what? Oh, thank you. What the fuck? Anyway, show me your thing. I got.
I'm gonna share my screeb real quick.
Yeah. Ooh, cute.
I'm really proud of it, actually.
Anyway, that fucking High Guardian Spice. It came out a year. This like compilation, came out a year ago of like all his reviews, and it's like, buddy, you're late to the party.
Extremely late. It came out a year ago, you said?
Yeah. This like video is like a compilation of all his other videos that he did of like High Guardians. I don't know. My head hurts now. I'm tired.
It's dark in here. It's probably go ahead and wrap it up. I feel like that probably took 3 fucking years off of you, 1 per 2 hours.
Yeah. Oh, the life was draining from me.
Yeah, thank you for the experience regardless.
Oh, yeah, you're so welcome. You kind of need to watch the last part of the video, because that's when he finally tries to explain why you felt the need to try and review High Guardian Spice in the first place. Oh, God!
Oh,
Goody.
no.
Goody. I'm so excited for this.
I'm actually gonna wrap up my individual stream next week. I don't know what I'll be doing. But it's my stream that I'm wrapping up now.